I've officially survived over 500 days in my hardcore Minecraft world, and in that time, I've put together some of my biggest and most detailed projects ever. With that being said, I decided to combine all of my videos into one 500 days movie. I hope you guys enjoy. 10 months ago, I started the adventure of a lifetime, spawning into my very first hardcore world. Little did I know, starting that hardcore world would change the way I play Minecraft forever. One duck, one life, one dream to craft the best Minecraft world I've ever had. And we did it. But I didn't really get any footage for it. And that's why today I'm completely starting over. Day one. Oh my goodness, look at this, dude. So I guess the first order of business is probably to go collect some resources. So let's go grab some wood. All right, let's get ourselves situated here. Daylight is running out, so I know we just started, but it's gonna sneak up on us very quickly. So I just want to make sure that I'm all settled by the time nighttime falls. Obviously, we gotta hit the ground running, grab some stone real quick. 32 should be just enough for right now. I'm also going to save the wooden pickaxe because we're going to end up putting it in a frame later. So let's go ahead and make a stone pickaxe and then grab ourselves a stone sword. Awesome. Ooh, maybe I'll make an axe too. Why not? Also, while we're here, I think we're just going to go ahead and try to get enough wool for a bed and then take out these cows too. So we're not worrying about food too much. Grab this sugar cane too. And this looks like a massive cave over here. I don't know if we're ready for that. I'm not even sure if I want to test it, to be honest with you. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, we can hit up the copper. Okay, that's bad. Oh my goodness. I knew I heard something. Oh, he's shooting at me. Why is that guy even over there? Is it even worth the risk? Should we even try to fight this guy? It looks like it might just be him. I can't see. Oh, there's an outpost right there. Okay, so we are not going to go there. There's two outposts over here. That's crazy. What the heck? I'm going to try to stay far away from that area because I'm not trying to lose my life right now. Dude, I low-key just went on a massive rampage. We're looking pretty good on food. I do need coal though, so we should probably try to find a cave that's not near an outpost. I've got to say, this seed is absolutely gorgeous. I really like this open field. And I did look around a little bit before loading in, and there are some crazy stony peaks over here as well, which are awesome. So I'm pretty happy with the way this is looking so far. And then off in the distance, I didn't see this before. It looks like there's a village. So we're gonna go check this out too. All right, fellas, we made it. I don't even have to craft a bed. I can just go steal one of the villagers' beds. So this is perfect. Look at the sunset. Hey, we're about to make it to day 2 already. Okay, I need the bed. Thank you. All right. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful day to be alive. We got some horses over here. We got an iron golem over there. I'm going to leave him for right now. And yeah, we got a nice little village here. What do you guys have in here? Ooh, a bundle. Wait, that's huge. What the heck? A bundle is huge in the early game. That's going to help us out a lot. All right, and I even trapped some of the villagers. So this is perfect. We'll save them for later. Wait, dude, what? I haven't seen one of these villager houses in so long. What the heck? This reminds me of like the OG villager houses. Dude, what? That's so cool. I did not know they still rendered like that. But right now, the priority is to find a little cave. Oh, there's some iron right there. Because I need coal. I need to start smelting up some of this food. I don't want to make too many big risks at the moment. Because one little thing, and we could be absolutely cooked. So I want to make sure that it's relatively safe. Which this is not looking like it's safe. So maybe we'll come back to this. I am going to grab this iron that's over here. I'll never say no to a little bit of iron, even if it's just one piece. It's not a cave, but hey, we found some coal and we even found some copper too, which is going to prove useful since we're playing on 1.21.11. We have all the, or 1.21.10, we have all of the copper armor, copper tools, and then with 1.21.11, we have the new spears. So we're going to be able to make some stuff here that we haven't really used before. I'm very excited for this. But most importantly, we're going to be able to smelt some of this food. So while that's smelting, I'm going to grab this copper. Oh, I'm being chased by a baby zombie. I got to stay far away from this guy. I have no armor on, but I did find probably one of the most OP things I've ever seen in my life. Once this guy burns, I will show you guys what that is. Stay away from me. There's a spawner in here. Yes, it looks like it's a skeleton spawner. Oh my gosh. Dude, it's so close to the surface. That's going to be an insane way to get XP and bones in early game. That's absolutely huge. I would honestly love to try to get into this skeleton spawner because we could probably find a saddle or horse armor in one of the chests if there's chests in there. And that would be a much better way of traversing the area as of right now. And there's a ton of horses, so we might as well give it a shot. I heard another baby zombie. The more I think about it, I'm 90% sure this is actually a zombie spawner because I've seen nothing but baby zombies and zombies running up after me. So while I'm waiting for my armor to smelt. So I don't think we're going to really keep it. I think I'm going to just break the spawner, but we are going to see if we can get some armor. I don't really know if it's worth the risk this early into the game, though. I'm not going to lie to you. I haven't even crafted a torch yet. Oh, boy. We place a torch. It is a zombie spawner. I'm going to remove it. Don't really need it. This is what I was looking for. And string, so we can make some leads, too, which is huge. Let's go ahead. I don't need any of this wool right now. Ooh, a name tag. That's not bad. I'll take the leather too and the coal. So, hey, we didn't get a saddle, but we did get some horse armor, which is pretty sick. And I think we can actually craft saddles now. And then also while we're here, we have full copper armor. Let's go ahead and make some copper tools. I'm not sure how much better they are than stone, but why not? You know, it's another tier for us to use. So we're fully decked out now in the hardcore world. Let's go, dude. Now that we have the basic necessities, obviously we still need to go hunting for some iron. I think we should head back to the village just to clear out our inventory a bit and then prepare to go into the mines. So we got a little pop-up shop in one of the villager houses, and one of the ways that I always love starting a world is by making a lectern and getting a Fortune 3 book right off the bat. This honestly saves us so much time going mining for the first time because we're able to get a lot more diamonds than you usually would. So I just need to craft up this lectern, and then we can go and try to convince one of the local villagers to give us a Fortune 3 book. All right, guys, listen, we have some sticks and I grabbed some flint. So now we'll have a way to get emeralds really quick if we get the Fortune 3 book. So I have like maybe 20 minutes to try to get this thing. And if that doesn't work out, I'm just going to go cry and watch season 4 of the Vikings. Also, the villager guardian is stuck in a pit. So I'm going to try to take him out to get some easy iron. This is always so scary, but we got it. Dude, bro was stacked. He dropped 5 iron. What the heck? All right, bro. We low-key we got a little setup going on. I need to move this guy out. I might just open the door so he can escape. Yeah, please go outside. Please go outside. Yep. He'll leave eventually. Don't give me dirty looks like that, bro. Yeah, get out of here. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Ooh, Silk Tut. That's a good one, and it's pretty cheap. But I think we're going to keep pushing for Fortune 3. Alright, bro. I've made it through an entire copper axe, and I've gotten 2 mending books and a silk touch, and no sign of Fortune 3. Obviously, we're going to keep going. Alright, we got a Fortune 2. So this is a moral dilemma. Do we buy the Fortune 2 book and then combine them, or do we just go for Fortune 3? I don't think we have enough sticks to buy this Fortune 2. Plus 25 emeralds for Fortune 2 is crazy. We're just gonna keep going. Oh, let's go. Holy crap, guys. Dude, almost 45 minutes of sitting here breaking the lectern. We finally have Fortune 3. It's a bit expensive though, I'm not gonna lie. So we need to try to lock in this trade real quick. But okay, so we don't have enough emeralds to buy it, but we can buy this. And this will lock in the trade. So we got Fortune 3 now. I'm going to go farm up some sticks, and then we're going to come back to this Fletcher, and then we're going to buy this book. All right, the moment we've been waiting for. We got the Fortune 3 book, but we have no anvil to actually put it on any tools at the moment. So that's what we're going to do next. We're going to try to find a little bit more iron. We're going to prep for the caves, and then we're going to go mining and get full diamonds, full diamond tools. We're ready for it. Before we venture off, I definitely need to craft up a shield. Ooh, also we should bring a bed. This one will do just fine. Now that we have everything we need, I think it's time we go get some more iron. Oh wow, there's 3 creepers down there, dude. What the heck? Alright, our iron pickaxe is broke. And I think with that being said, it's probably best for us to head back up to the surface and start working towards getting that anvil. We made it back to safety, and look at us go in our full iron armor. We look awesome. I'm also going to make an iron spear. I forgot that we're in the new update. So let's go ahead and craft that. Hey, look at this, dude. Oh my goodness. What? Anvil's done. And now we can throw Fortune 3 on our iron pickaxe. Okay, I'm going to take the wood with us. And then we're also going to take the bundle and then some building blocks. Yeah, now that we have everything that we need, we can go back into the caves and get some diamonds, hopefully. Yeah, so I've been running around for a while now, and I just have not been able to find a cave. But we do have the spear, so let's test it. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, dude. Come back. Oh, he looks terrified. Fresh animations is crazy, bro. Come back. Yes. Okay, I don't actually need this right now. Oh, the Nautilus. This is my first time seeing this in game. Oh my gosh. Oh, it looks so weird. What the heck? We're gonna have to come back for that guy. That's crazy, bro. What? That's so cool. There's another one. Oh my goodness. Oh, there... Okay, so these guys aren't super rare. That's really nice because I don't want to deal with that right now. But we will deal with it very soon. We're going to have to be very careful down here. We only have 1 life. I don't want to lose it. And I already see some mobs. So let's try to get rid of this creeper and then mine up some of the materials that are over here. And maybe, hopefully it goes down more. We'll find out soon. I cleared the lava and it looks like it goes down a bit more. So we're gonna test our luck. Wait, there's actually a lot of iron in here. What the heck? Ooh, an underwater cave. I hear spiders. I really hope there's no mineshaft near us. I do not want to deal with poison or the cave spiders today. All right, we're finally down to deep slate. That actually happened a lot faster than I thought it was going to. So like I said, the goal is to have full diamond armor by the end of episode 1. And probably a starter base. But right now, priority number 1 is diamond armor, which I'm pretty sure we can get. I'm confident in my abilities. Wait a minute. This spear's low-key overpowered. If you don't have a bow early game, this is crazy. I mean, it does take a while to kill the mob, but hey, I can hit them from like 4 blocks away. So that's huge. That's definitely a win in my book. Okay, there's a mineshaft. So mineshafts are good if we want to find diamonds, but... they're scary early game because cave spiders. I don't know if I want to deal with poison damage yet. I don't know. It looks like it opens up quite a bit, which, like I said, is cool. Like, I'm glad we finally found a good cave, but we're going to have to be very careful because there's going to be a bunch of mobs in here. I already see skeletons, and I really want to avoid... We found diamonds. That's what I wanted to avoid. That's exactly what I wanted to avoid. All right. Oh my gosh. Thank goodness we were able to pillar up. The babies, the children, not the children. Oh my goodness. Oh, my heart's pounding. My heart is pounding. This is going to be absolutely terrifying. I really just want these diamonds. Okay. Oh, We made it. We got our first diamonds. I think that's water. Wait, water cave's huge right now. Okay, let's make some doors. Yeah, we're gonna craft up some doors, and we're gonna jump into the water. I think that's gonna be our safest bet to get diamonds right now. Oh my gosh. Wait, I low-key feel like we're cheaping out here, but you know what? It's completely fine. We're in hardcore. We cannot mess around today. We cannot mess around. We need to get these diamonds and get on out of here. Bro has a whole spear. Bro has a whole spear. I don't know if he can hit me. I don't know what the range is for zombies with spears though. And I know spears do a lot of damage. That was crazy. Oh yeah, we have 62 diamonds. We're doing really well for ourselves here. It's honestly been a pretty successful trip, and I think it's time for us to head back up because I don't want to be in the caves anymore. Oh, we made it. Oh my gosh, look at the sunlight. Oh wow. Dude, the sunlight feels so good on my feathers. Yes, I see the village. Okay, I think this is our village too because we had a bunch of weird mountains right behind it. So we're going to be able to store everything and even craft up some armor, some new armor. We're going to have the full diamond armor, full diamond tools. And then, of course, we got to get that diamond spear. This is what I come home to? What do you think you're doing? Why are you jumping on my bed? Yes, you were. I just saw you doing. Hey! You're lucky I'm exhausted from a mining trip. I can't deal with this right now. Bro, the disrespect. You're just gonna walk into someone's home and jump on their bed? Anyway, now that we're ignoring these guys, you know what? I'm sleeping in my own bed. Thank you very much. Bro, what was that side eye? Dude, me and you are gonna have some serious Where's the iron golem at? Me and you are gonna have some serious problems, little bro. You keep looking at me like this. I can't wait to move out of here. We're gonna craft up a diamond chest plate, a diamond helmet, some diamond booties, and then diamond pants. Take off all of our armor. Yo, we're dripped out right now. We got them diamonds on. Look at us go. Episode 1. Now I would say it's time for some tools. But this just looks absolutely insane. All right, but I think now that we have full diamond armor and tools, I think it's time for us to migrate. We definitely need to find a place to build a house. And in order for us to do that, we're going to need a horse. And I think we could craft saddles now with some iron and leather. So let me see. I think they updated it. Yes. All right. We need to find a horse. I already have a name picked out for him and everything. But we need to find a fast one because we're going to be venturing quite a while. I want to try to find some place with mountains. You look like a promising candidate. Ooh, okay. Okay, you have a lot of hearts. I need to see how fast you are. Bro is stubborn. Hey. Okay. This one's it. This one's it. Nope, this one. Let us tame you. Oh, we got him. Okay. How fast are you? Wait, this guy's actually pretty fast. What's his jump like, though? 2 blocks? Should we... I don't know if we should keep looking. I think he's going to get us to where we need to go. I would love to find a donkey, too, to put some chests on it so that we can carry some more of our stuff. So we're going to leave Quentin. We're going to name him Quentin. Quentin, stay here. We're going to try to find a donkey and craft up some leads, put some chests on him, and then roll out of here. Oh, my goodness. Oh, we've been searching. We found 2. And I have 2 leads. This is perfect. Oh my goodness, we found 2 donkeys. This is going to make our traveling hopefully a lot easier. All right, let's head back, Quentin. Let's go back to the village, collect all of our belongings, and then we will head out to the area we're going to build the base. Okay, so I've never actually done this before, but I think there's a way for us to add chests to these guys. Okay, so we can't actually add a chest to him. I'm pretty sure we were able to do that at some point. Do we have to add a saddle too, maybe? I have no idea. If I can't add chests to these guys, then this was utterly pointless. Oh, also I have the hitboxes on. I should probably turn those off. So I can't add a chest to them. I need to look this up. I did it. Okay. Okay, so I have to... Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Perfect. So there's not a lot of space, but it's better than nothing, right? So I just need to tame this guy, and then you right click on him with the chest, and that should allow us to put a chest on him. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to go to our new home. Are you guys ready? Quentin, are you ready, Quentin? I actually need to get you a name tag. Wait, how do you spell Quentin? Quentin. Quentin. I like it. All right, buddy. Quentin. Yes, let's go. It's such a demure name, too. I love it. All right, now we're ready to head out. Ladies and gentlemen, we have made it just in time for night. This is where we're going to be building our home. Quentin, aren't you just so excited, buddy? Look at this beautiful place for you to roam. There's wildlife everywhere, lush trees and foliage everywhere. Quentin, I know you're excited, bro, but I was doing a monologue here. You gotta... Yeah, this is where we're going to be building the base, and I'm very excited for it. So let's go sleep through the night. All right, so this is the area I chose, and the reason I did that is because it's very vibrant, but also because of these mountains in the background, and then we're very close to water. I just love this area. We could definitely change it and terraform it as we please, but I think this is going to be where the base is. I need to figure out where I want to put my house. I'm thinking maybe somewhere over here, but... we have a lot of potential here, and I'm so excited for this series, guys. I actually cannot wait to see what we do in this world. All right, so I've changed my mind on the location of the house. I think we're going to build it somewhere towards the bottom. I do plan on really expanding this area, and I want to start by having a residential area towards the bottom, because as we progress up the mountain, we're going to have crazier and crazier builds until we completely fill the area. So I think our starter base is going to go somewhere around here. It requires minimal terraforming, and it's easy access to the water and to the rest of the area that we're planning on building. So with that being said, it's time for us to gather all the materials we need for our starter base. Wait, I found a dog. Wait. Oh, I can't lead him. Okay, I need to go grab bones. We got a dog. And I've never seen this. I've never seen this color dog before. This is so cool. Wait a minute. Hold on. You're coming with me, buddy. We're going to name you. You're going to live a wonderful life with us for the duration of this hardcore world. I don't have any bones, dude. No way I don't have any bones. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, you could stay here. I think it'll despawn though, no? Maybe it'll despawn. We probably need like a boat or something. All right, let's craft up a boat for this guy. I don't want him despawning, especially since we have 0 bones. So I think if we could, yeah, there we go. We could put him in the boat. He shouldn't despawn now. He should be fine. But that's so exciting. We got a dog. Yo, leave it in the comments what you want me to name this guy. No way. No way, bro. I'm pretty sure we just... oh my gosh. Wait a minute. Yo. Dude, I was lighting up caves around the house trying to find... because I need deep slate for the base. And... oh my gosh. Bro, we have an enchanted golden apple too. What on earth is going on? We found a skeleton spawner. All right, the spawner is really cool, but we still need materials. And for this base, I wanted to go for like a cottagecore aesthetic because I slowly want to progress throughout the series, building bigger and better things. And I didn't want to do anything too crazy for episode 1. You know, I just wanted a more laid back experience. And I feel like that's what we got. But let me know what you guys think of the house. I cannot wait to go back and record that with flashback because this was probably the most annoying thing I've ever done. The house looks fantastic. We are missing blocks here and there. I still have to decorate the outside, like the windows and stuff like that. But overall, I'm really happy with the way that our starter base came out. I think I just need to terraform this up a little bit because the area that I built the house was it was a little too small. So I knew I was gonna have to do this anyway, but I think we could just not do anything too crazy, but just kind of fill this in with some dirt just to make it look a little better. And then inside, completely empty. We're still working on this. This is gonna be like the little kitchen area where we're gonna have all of our furnaces and stuff. This can be a staircase going up to the second floor and then a little bit of chest space. So overall, not bad. There's a creeper right outside. I'm not even kidding. Oh my gosh, bro. You stay right there. I need to get this guy. I really don't want him blowing up. Okay, we're good. Oh, dude, that scared me. I don't even know where he came from. It's like the middle of the day. Anyway, we're in here making these little pillars. I'm just gonna do a little bit of the interior. I don't actually have all the supplies. I need to go back out. I kept running out of inventory space. This is a problem with early game Minecraft. It's that you have no way to transport a large amount of blocks because you don't have shulkers. So I'm just in here, you know, minding my own business, doing my thing, trying to get this interior done so I can stop living outside. This is kind of what we're looking at. There's a bit of detail things I have to do in here to make it look just look a little bit better. Like we're gonna add furnaces, some hoppers, some more chests, I believe, maybe some copper chests too, some armor stands. I need a lot of bookshelves, so we're actually about to go start a farm once we're done with the staircase. All right, so I went and gathered a few more materials. I want to show you guys what I've been doing with the windows because this is probably my favorite way to do windows now, and obviously you don't want to do this on the first floor, especially not on hardcore. But look at this. The bamboo looks incredible, or the scaffolding just looks so good as little windows. No, but to be honest, this has been like a super efficient episode. We've gotten so much done today. It's our first night, dude. This is like the epitome of a boy's room too. Like we got one bed on the floor and that's it. There's nothing else. I've got to say, that's probably the best night of sleep I've had so far in this hardcore series. What is bro mad about? What? Why are your eyes so red, bro? Dude, this dog is evil. What the heck? It's not me. He's not attacking me. Maybe it's the sheep. That's crazy, bro. Bro's eyes are bloodshot, dude. I gotta say, what an episode. I had such a fun time, and I really liked the way our starter base came out. Obviously, we still have some work to do with the terraforming. I think that's a episode 2 coda problem, not an episode 1 coda problem. But that's about it, guys. We're gonna wrap it up here. So if you did enjoy, please let me know down in the comments. Remember to drop a like and subscribe here if you're new. We're gonna have plenty of more content on the way. And until next time, take it easy. I have a problem. My armor has no enchantments, which in hardcore is not an option. So today we're going to build the best early game XP farm and even fully enchant our diamond armor and tools. Before we do that though, I need to collect blaze rods and nether wart, which means we have to go into the nether. Really quick though, I do need to repair all of my tools because last episode really did some damage to the durability, so we're going to fix that real quick. You know, after 25 seconds of preparation, I think we're ready. And for the last step, we just need to build up this nether portal and then we are good to go. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty scared. I always get nervous whenever I'm playing hardcore and I have to go into the nether or the end. It's just one of those things where the game mode just makes it more scary. And I do need to find a fortress, so I think there's one this way. It looks like we found exactly what we need. But there's a lot of enemies over here. So I think our best bet might be to go that way. I just don't want to get lit on fire. So we're going to have to be very careful here. Dude, I'm terrified. And there's a ghast. Oh my gosh. This is going to be so scary. Oh, I'm not making this up. I'm I'm mining down to get to the fortress and I just found a piece of netherite, bro. Or yeah, netherite debris. This is nuts. How many are we gonna get from this? Just one, it looks like. But hey, I'm gonna take it. I'm not mad about that. That's insane. Bro, I'm not even trying to get this stuff right now. What the heck? This is completely by accident. I'm not pillaring, I'm strip mining all the way to the fortress. And this stuff keeps popping up. I didn't think it spawned this high up. This is nuts. Alright, it looks like we've made it to the fortress. Like I said though, I just have to be very careful here. Basically everything is lethal at the moment. I don't have fire res, I don't have... oh, see, this is what I mean. Oh my gosh, bro. How did bro even hit me from all the way over there? That's crazy. Yeah, we don't have fire res. We really don't have anything to protect ourselves right now. Okay, I think I can make this. It doesn't look like there are any wither skeletons, so we might be okay. I'm gonna go for it. Go, 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 go. Okay. I always block this off because I don't want wither skeletons running up on me. And they're 3 blocks tall, so they can't fit underneath of they can't fit within the 2 block gap. So we're just going to light this up a little bit so I can kind of see more. But I just need to make sure that we're safe here. Okay, we should be good. All right, that skeleton's moving. Bro's got the zoomies or something. I think it's fresh animations. He looks crazy. Ow. Okay, it looks like there might be a blaze. There's a blaze spawner right here. Perfect. All right, now let's just cover all of this up. We need to keep these guys at bay as well. I gotta watch out above us too. There's a lot of different angles we could get ran up on right now, and I'm just not for it. Just not for it at all. Okay. We're good. So now we can start getting some blaze rods. Yo, there's so many of them. Dude, I don't know how I'm gonna do this without a bow. Wait a minute. I have a spear. I could poke them. Oh, this is actually goated. Wait a minute. Oh my gosh, the knockback on that guy is crazy. Oh, and my shield's almost broken. Wait. I didn't bring wood. I did not bring wood. Dang it. Okay. So we weren't fully prepared for this. You know, go figure. All right, I just grabbed another shield. We can probably take this on a little bit more. We're going to try to grab a few more blaze rods. And then also, I think it'd be important for us to get some nether wart as well. So let's see if we could pull this off without dying. All right, you know what? I'm good with 3. I'm good with 3 blaze rods now. I just need to find some nether wart and then we can pack it up. Okay, we found the nether wart room, which is perfect. This is really all we need right now. And I'd rather just kind of get it out. Okay, that's a dead end. I'd rather just get what I need and then get out. All right, I think we have enough. I'm going to try to find my way out of here. Ooh, okay. There's 4 wither skeletons right here. Oh my goodness. See, this is exactly why it's important to do this. Because you don't want to risk it with these guys. They're too dangerous, especially early game. Like, I know we have diamond armor on, but we have no way to flee if we need to. All right, we can book it now. And oh my gosh, wait. That's really bad. No way that just happened to me. Oh my goodness. No way that just happened. I guess, dude, I really don't want to fight these blaze on the bridge. I'm gonna try to. Oh my gosh, they're still hitting me. What? How are they still hitting me? Dude, they have crazy range. Actually, I think their range was buffed. I'm going to try to make them despawn real quick. I'm going to run out of the loaded chunks, see if that helps, and then we're going to try to book it back home. I definitely don't want to be in here anymore. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I do not want to be inside of the nether anymore. That's enough nether for this episode. These guys did not despawn like I thought they were going to. Okay. I want to kind of get this guy out of here. Oh, we lost it. It's fine. Let's head back home. Let's go back home. I'm tired of this stress. To be honest, that did not take as long as I thought it was going to. I'm actually really relieved about that. After the pretty successful Nether trip, I thought it was a good idea to go find some armadillos because that's what we're going to be using for the XP farm. Alright, so now that we have the armadillos, it's definitely time for us to go collect some spider eyes because I need to breed these guys up as we're building this XP farm. Alright, I have to play this cautious, but I just found a chicken jockey, and I can't remember which one you have to kill first. The chicken or the zombie. But I really want this music disc. Where did bro go? He's right there. Look at him. Okay, I need to look this up. Okay, I have to kill the baby zombie before I kill the chicken. Okay, there's a creeper there too. Oh, we're gonna get it. Oh, we got it. Let's go. I gotta move this creeper though first. We got it. We got it. Let's go. All right, hold on. I'm not seeing any spiders though. I just need spiders, not zombies. Well, I managed to get 5 spider eyes, so we can definitely breed these guys up twice. So it's still not what we need, but it'll have to do for now. I am very much pleased with this though. The lava chicken music disc. This is like one of the harder ones for me to find. So I'm pretty happy that we got this so early on in the game. I did realize that just hunting spiders at night was not going to cut it. I need a lot more spider eyes. So, you know, I pulled up my old buddy Chunk Base, and turns out there's actually a spider spawner right over here, pretty close to base. So this is going to be very useful for early game string and spider eyes, especially since we're going to be building an armadillo farm. Perfect. All right, now we can just sit here and farm away. Unfortunately, just sitting there waiting for them to spawn wasn't going to cut it. They weren't spawning in quick enough, and I needed to get spider eyes. So I ended up expanding it a little bit, just mining some of the blocks. I think we did like a 9x9, and it definitely helped. Bro is invisible. There's an invisible spider in here. Oh, bro was invisible. What was that? We have 27 spider eyes. That should be good enough for now. We can always come back later if we need more armadillos, but I think we should be fine. Now, before we start doing anything serious, we have some bones, and we also have a name tag. So last episode, we found a dog, and I asked you guys what you wanted the name to be, and by popular demand, we have our name, so let's go tame this guy. We've named him Beef. What's up, Beef? Come with me. We can move you to the house now. This is exciting. You know what? Let's try to grab another one too. Oh, we got him first try. All right, so we got 2 dogs. One of them does not have a name. One of them does have a name. Beef. So we need someone to name this guy in the comments. Let me know. Come on, fellas. Welcome. Okay. Welcome to your new home. What is going on here? There you go. Come on, Beef. Your brother Beef did it. Let's move you in here. There you go. Look at ya. Oh, Beef. Brother, what are you doing up here? I guess he could stay up here for now. We'll keep you guys separate. Now that we got that out of the way, I think it's time for us to start terraforming. So we need to go collect some materials, and then we can terraform this little area for our XP farm and enchantment room. I'm actually really excited to show you guys this build. Before I can do that though, I need to collect up a little bit of dirt. And I'm going to use that to build a little foundation where we're going to put the XP farm. And I'm going to terraform better later in the video. I just needed to get the platform down. So that's what we did. And as far as actual materials for the build itself, we did require some packed mud. So I spent a lot of time manually doing mud. And I really need a farm for this because this took a lot longer than it needed to. There were a few other materials I needed, like deep slate, I needed some spruce wood, and then we went to go gather dark oak wood, and Quentin got himself into a bit of a pickle. Bro! Why would you jump down there, bro? How am I supposed to get this goofy guy out of there? The dude literally just swam or jumped all the way into the water. I don't know if they can swim upstreams, but we don't really have any more options now, do we, Mr. Quentin? Okay, it looks like they can't. Oh, nope. I'm not even... Alright, let's see. Brother. You're joking. Quentin, what on earth? I have to staircase out of this whole place now, dude. What is wrong with you? Least favorite horse, bro. Oh, he's going. Okay. All right, bro swam up. Thank goodness. Okay. All right, we made it out. Quentin, I don't know what's wrong with you, bro. That was such a stupid idea. You could have got yourself hurt, bro. This place look familiar to you guys? This dude is still in here. We ran into him literally the first 5 minutes of episode 1. And I really need dripstone for my build. So we're going to try to sneak in here. Quentin, I'm not going to let you wander off again. I don't need you jumping into any holes I need to dig you out of. But this is the only place I could remember dripstone being. So we're just going to grab a little bit of this stuff and then we can probably head back towards base and maybe start the build. I think we have a couple more things to collect. All right, so we ended up with like 55 dripstone. That should be perfect. We shouldn't need any more than that. Just gonna hop on Quentin. We were never here, buddy. We were never here. I'm not too worried about him now that we have armor and stuff, but without armor, these guys are dangerous. We have a big problem here. I used brown mushroom blocks for the build, and I have 0 silk touch tools. So I need to go back to the village and try to acquire a silk touch book from one of the villagers. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna like this just as much as you are, alright, buddy? So just give me silk touch as fast as possible. Okay, this is what I like to see. We got ourselves a silk touch book. But I don't know where to put you. I guess I'm just gonna leave you. I'm gonna leave you here for now. We'll come back. We'll come back for you. Stay alive, buddy. Stay alive. Let's head back and gather the rest of the materials for the base. I think we're almost done. All right, let's throw this on the axe. We got silk touch. Now we can go collect the last of the blocks that we need. All right, all of that just for a couple of these brown mushroom blocks. But that was the last block that we needed, and now I can start putting the base down. So now we can craft up the enchantment table and slowly start working on the interior for this place. But first, I just want to show you guys the outside. I absolutely love this, dude. It looks so good. This guy's been chilling with us for a few days now, actually. You need to stop loitering, bro. Stop, no soliciting over here. You need to leave. But yeah, dude, this is the base, or not the base, but this is the build. It looks so cool. I really like it. And then I did something really unique with the roof too. Honestly, it's not very realistic shading, but I think it looks good. So we went with it. Yeah, and I'm just super happy with the way this came out. Like I said though, we're onto the interior now, and I kind of just wanted to decorate this in the most simple way possible and just put an enchantment table in there. So we ended up fitting some bookshelves. I got stuck in the corner for a few seconds, don't know what I was doing there. But we ended up just throwing some bookshelves around. I sprinkled in some chiseled bookshelves. We can fill those up with actual books later. I just don't have leather at the moment. We're probably gonna have to work on a leather farm soon. But yeah, I really like the way that this came out. We even added some decoration, some plants, some pots, just stuff like that. I think it came out pretty cool. And then moving on to the second room, I wasn't sure what to put here, so I just kind of threw a bed and then some more bookshelves and some storage. Maybe we can throw lapis and stuff in here. But overall, like I said, I really like the way the interior came out. I can't complain too much. This is like the one thing I struggle with the most in Minecraft is building interiors. And I think we nailed this one. To be honest, I really like the way this looks. Oh my goodness. And I even have like a little room in here for maybe some lapis or book storage. But overall, it's very simple, but it's very sleek at the same time. Oh, I need to add a lantern here. I really like this. Okay, now that we actually have the building up, it's time for us to work on the XP farm itself. All right, so for this armadillo XP farm, it's going to be very simple. I'm just going to kind of outline it here. So essentially how this is going to work, if you guys aren't familiar, we're going to put some armadillos here, a campfire there, and a zombie here. And the zombies gonna scare the armadillos, and the armadillos are gonna take damage, but since they're scared, they're not going to take a lot of damage. And then after that, we throw a potion of infestation on them, and it spawns silverfish. And we'll be sitting somewhere over here, smacking an armor stand, gathering XP. So that's what we're gonna use for all of our tools, and all of our armor, and all of our enchants. So I'm actually looking forward to this. But now I think we should go find a zombie. There were a ton over here a couple nights ago, so hopefully we can run into one. Like, once we get this XP farm working, everything's just going to move so much quicker because we're going to be able to worry less about taking damage because we're going to have protection and we're going to have better tools as well and weapons. Okay, there's one zombie. Let's see if I can lure him here without any of the other mobs following. Come on, buddy. Oh, there's a creeper right there. I need this to go as smooth as possible. Now, I think on Java Edition as well, I don't need to name tag it. I think if it sits in a boat, it'll be able to, it'll just stay in there, like it won't despawn or anything. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. Now, we should go right in the boat. Perfect. Oh my gosh, wait, that ended up working out amazingly. Then we could block this off. And now it's time for us to throw in the armadillos. So this is probably going to be the most challenging part. We did lose a couple on the way over here, so I'm just going to try to breed these guys up really quick. I don't know how we're going to do that, though, because it's not letting me breed them now. I guess I can't breed them when they're scared. That's awful, actually. Crap, dude. I don't know what to do here. Okay, well, I guess we're going to have to take this little guy and wait for him to grow up so we can get some more. I think we only have about 12 to 13 armadillos. We need like 24, so... I know that there were a few of them running around here somewhere, so I'm gonna look for them. I realized how long it would take for me to rebreed those armadillos, so I moved the zombie. Hopefully they can breed now. We're about to find out. Honestly, don't know what I'm gonna do if we can't breed these guys. I guess I'm just gonna have to... Oh, there's another one. Perfect. Okay, you're gonna be plan B. Plan A, though. Can we breed them up? Okay. Okay, bro. This is going very rough, actually. You can skedaddle. Okay. Now I should be able to breed them up. I'm going to spend some time doing that. And then hopefully we'll be able to use this bad boy soon. All right, we got our little setup. I'm going to come back in and add a few more details later. Oh, I actually got to fix that. That was from when I was trying to get the armadillos all back in here. But now we can finally brew potions, and we're going to be able to use the XP farm. However, I still need gunpowder, okay? We're going to need a lot of gunpowder. I should have some in one of the chests over here. I'm going to take a look right now. All right, we actually have 15 gunpowder. That's not too bad. So I'm going to start making up some potions, and then we're going to be able to enchant within like the next few minutes. Also, we can make dog armor. Yo, I forgot about this. We need to make 2 pieces of armor for the wolves. We need one for this guy, which, like I said, if you want to name him, drop it in the comments. The last person that did that named him Beef. So we have Beef, and then we have no one with a name. So you guys really should drop a name suggestion in the comments below. So I definitely messed this up. I put a staircase where I wasn't supposed to, and now they're all the silverfish are spawning. Oh, there's so many of them. Oh my goodness. Wait. There's so many of them. Oh, this is bad. I messed up big time with this. Holy crap. Oh no, dude. No. Look at them. At least we're getting XP.
5 minutes later.
Okay, there's only a couple left. Okay, but that's it. That should be everything. I'm gonna go to sleep real quick. I am going to sleep. Oh my goodness. So this was my first mistake. Was this stair. I have to remove that. Now we should be able to farm it. The only concern that I have is the actual armadillos dying. That's like my biggest concern right now. So I think we're just gonna have to turn the farm off like this whenever we're done with it. I actually need to look into this and see if that's, you know, something that can actually happen. But I think we're about ready to start enchanting some of our armor. Ooh, okay, not bad. Silk Touch pickaxe. Sweeping Edge 3, Bane of Arthropods. Okay, that's kind of awful. Let's get the shovel in here as well. Efficiency and Unbreaking. That's fine. The Spear Smite. That's crazy. Oh, okay, we're just missing Unbreaking 3. Alright, so we ended up getting Silk Touch. I disenchanted the shovel, re-enchanted it, got Silk Touch, Efficiency, and Unbreaking. Hopefully we can get something good. Bane of Arthropods. Dang, bro, that's actually such a good sword too. Minus the Bane of Arthropods. Like, that low-key ruins it, but the looting 3 is crazy. Let's see. Sharpness 3, Unbreaking 3, not a fan. Oh my goodness. Okay, sword enchants are cooked at the moment. So I've been doing some enchanting, and let me tell you, we have 2 maxed out pickaxes. We have a Fortune 3 and a Silk Touch. We have a pretty decent sword. I'm not a huge fan of the knockback, but the looting 3 and sharpness 4, mwah, chef's kiss. And then we have a Silk Touch shovel. And then this is the best part. We have feather falling 4 boots. We have protection 4 on everything, including our boots. We did get another set of diamond boots, and we're about to go add these together right now. But honestly, that was super clutch. We got everything that we need now. The only thing I want to do next is to acquire a mending book. That's going to be like top priority number 1, just so I can mend up all of this stuff. And we got to make sure that we're getting the protection on there. Protection 4, Feather Falling 4, Depth Strider 3, and Unbreaking 3. That's a perfect pair of boots. So we're looking pretty good. I also think I'm going to, let's see, heal up. No, maybe not. We're just going to go straight for that mending book. And hopefully we can get one. Hopefully it does not take too long. That's the plan right now. I think the best thing about getting Feather Falling 4 is that I could do stuff like this and not have to worry. You know, that probably would have done a good chunk of the health. But since I have Feather Falling 4, I could just leap off of high surfaces and not stress. And I feel like a new man. I'm not going to lie to you. Bro's really trying to sell us mending for 36 emeralds, bro. No way. I just can't accept that. That's wild beyond belief. Mending for 18. I'm gonna take that. It's a lot cheaper than it was before. So we can finally get some more mending books now. Honestly, everything that I wanted to get done today has been done. The last thing I want to do is terraform a little bit. I need to make this place look a little bit nicer. You know, we've been rocking with the green grass and the overhang for quite some time. So I think it's about time that we fix this part up. This has got to be my favorite terraforming style. I love it so much. You know, you just sprinkle in a little bit of stone, some cobblestone, and that's what we did on both sides, and we kind of connected it to make like a little cliff face. I think it came out pretty good. I even added some foliage too. Wait. We honestly cooked with this. Obviously, we're going to add more details later. We just don't have a lot of the blocks that I usually use for terraforming. So who's to say that we can't just go back through this, add a little bit more detail later on. But overall, like if I go into free cam right now, I really like the way this looks. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, guys, this looks so good. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this season. Brother, how are there more of these guys? I've dealt with these guys so much this episode. And just this time span of me recording this episode, they won't leave me alone. I don't know what it is. I think it's because we finally enchanted all of our armor, which was like the entire goal of this episode. And we did it. With that being said though, the sun is setting and I think it's time for us to wrap up episode 2. Please let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. And until next time, take it easy. I'm about to risk my entire hardcore world for this. If I can beat the dragon, we unlock Elytra and we can build a rocket factory, which will change everything. The problem is I'm nowhere near ready, so first I have to take some time to prepare. First things first, we need to grab a bow and then I need to max this out over at the enchantment table. Oh, wait, yo, power 4 flame punch 1, and unbreaking 3, I'll take it. I'm gonna go make another bow and then enchant a new one. Maybe we can luck out and end up combining 2 of them to get power 5. We ended up getting a power 3 flame and infinity bow. Honestly, I was hoping for another power 4, but I'll take power 3 because we're just gonna end up combining them to get the infinity enchantment on the power 4 bow. So I think if we do this, yeah, so we have power 4 flame, punch 1 unbreaking, and infinity. This is going to carry us through a good portion of the dragon fight. Back in episode 1, I found this skeleton spawner, and this is going to be perfect for us to get some arrows. So I haven't made a farm out of it yet, but we did clear out some space. I'm going to sit down here for a little bit with this looting 3 sword and try to grab a couple arrows. All right, so we ended up getting away with 29 arrows. Honestly, I'll take it. It should get us through the dragon fight. So last episode, obviously, we named our first dog Beef. And I asked you guys, I was like, hey, what's a good name for the second dog that we found? And I'm gonna be honest, we had a lot of fantastic recommendations for names for this guy, but I have to go with Wellington. I think having a dog named Beef and another dog named Wellington is peak. It's also a very sophisticated name, so now we have Beef and Wellington. I honestly, I love it, bro. These are the best dogs I've ever had. Step 2, we need to acquire blaze powder and ender pearls. Honestly, ooh, I think more just spawned. Yeah, but we have like almost a stack of these now, so I'm pretty sure we're good to go. We're even going to be set for enchanting for a while. Now I just need to find my way to a warped forest so we can get some ender pearls. Okay, well, I'm working my way to the warped forest through the fortress, and we got our first wither skeleton head. Okay, maybe we could get a beacon this episode. That would be crazy. Very unlikely, but that would be pretty cool. There's hope. I found the warped forest. To be honest with you, we've been tunneling for a while now. There's also a bastion here. I'm not even going to attempt that until we get elytra, mainly because I need a quick way to escape if things go south, and things usually tend to go south with me. So, yeah, we're just going to wait on that. But we are going to head over to this warped forest biome and see if we can pull some ender pearls. I got my little setup here. We got a looting 3 sword. We should be able to get a few ender pearls from this. Oh yeah, look at this. All right, so we'll be able to get this in no time, I think. We got to watch out for this guy. This guy's got a spear. Yo, that was not that bad. We have 18 ender pearls now. I think we're ready to go back. I just need to find my way. I can't remember where I came through. Definitely not this way. Maybe somewhere over here. I'll probably have to build again, or build to get out of here, I mean. But to be honest, this is moving pretty quick. We have everything we need. There's just a few more things, which we'll talk about when I get back to base. We have everything we need. We could go fight the dragon right now. We could do it. I'm not going to. There's a couple more things I want to do. I think it's really important to fight the dragon with slow falling potions, which means we need phantom membranes. So I'm going to have to stay up for a couple nights. And I guess in the meantime, I can probably knock out the interior for our starter base. While I was waiting for the phantoms to spawn, I did a bunch of interior decorating. So we finally have the kitchen fully done. We even added some little details with the paintings and our first pickaxes and our first armor sets. Obviously, we have Wellington chilling on the first floor. I finally finished the stairs too. I really like this little area here. I'm thinking about adding maybe like, I don't know, some sea pickles or candles here just to light it up a little bit more. And then upstairs, this is not done yet. I'm going to fill this up with memories and trophies, I guess, as we progress through the world. But I have our first trophy here, which is our lava chicken music disc, so that's pretty cool. And then also our first wither skeleton head, which we got today as well. Then some empty bookshelves, you know, nothing too crazy, but it does make this area look a lot nicer. All right, so it's been 4 nights. Hopefully we have some phantoms spawning in. I don't see any. Oh, there's one. Okay, we got the phantoms. Also, I don't know why the copper golems are up on the roof, but we finally have phantoms. Look like there's 2 of them, so we could probably make a couple potions if they drop some membranes. I have to watch out for other mobs too, bro. I'm not trying to get blown up. I think 4 is good for now. We can start making those potions of slow falling. All right, so we just need to make awkward potions, and then we throw the phantom membrane, and then we should get the potions of slow falling. I also want to check to see if I can add redstone dust to maybe get an 8-minute potion of slow falling, but I'm pretty sure this is one of the potions that you cannot extend the time of, so we'll have to see once it's done. And just like that, we have 9 potions of slow falling, all for 4 minutes each. So I honestly don't think we're gonna need all of them for the dragon fight, but I'm pretty sure I'll use like maybe 4 or 5. It should get us through. And I think I just need to craft up some beds and then we're ready to go. Okay, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. My heart's pounding. Oh, I almost just lost the world. Oh my gosh, dude. I wasn't recording that, but I walked outside of the house and there was a creeper in this corner and I turned around as it was exploding. Oh my gosh, bro. Luckily, I was able to move and Wellington is fine. This stuff is replaceable. Myself and Wellington are not. Dude, dude, my heart is pounding. Wellington, dude, I'm so happy that you're safe. Okay, all patched up. That was a terrifying experience. I do need to grab some blaze rods though. That's why I was leaving, because I want to make an ender chest so that I can at least have a few extra inventory slots to hold some stuff, because I like to bring wood or chests, wood. I just like to have everything just in case. And this is the only way that I could think of doing it at the moment. So I'm just going to go ahead and craft up an ender chest real quick. I officially have everything I need. We even have some empty glass bottles for the dragon's breath, so we can collect some of that. I have blocks, we have beds, which I'm not sure if I'm going to use, but we'll see what happens when we get in there. Yeah, this should be everything I need. So with that being said, it's time for us to go kill this dragon and then get our elytra. Let's do this. Okay, we're in. Here we go. Let me drink a slow falling. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We got this. We almost got him. Oh, we got it, bro. We beat hardcore Minecraft, dude. Let's go. Now it's time to collect what I really came here for. The trophy. Okay. Yo, honestly, pretty successful. Now we need to go find a ship and grab our elytra. Usually you can ender pearl through here, but I find it much safer to just put a trap door there and then crawl through. Oh my gosh. That was insane. And it spawned us over here. And I don't see a ship. Wait, oh no, this is a terrible spawn, guys. This is actually terrible. This has to be the worst impending doom feeling of all time. Just running across a 1x1 bridge over the void. Like, there's nothing that we can do to save ourselves if we fall down. Oh, I see one. Okay. How far away is that? Oh, that's right to an end city too. We made it. Now I just need to go in here and clear out all of the shulkers so I can finally have shulker boxes and try not to die. This guy's not good. Oh, he is opening up. Hold up. If I could take him out, it's smooth sailing. There we go. All right, we've made it. Bro's trying to teleport away. Not today. And here's what we came here for. The elytra. Let's go, dude. Oh my gosh. I should have brought an unbreaking book, but it's fine. We finally have elytra now. The way we build and the way we maneuver throughout the world has permanently changed, and I'm super excited for this. Let's grab these shulker shells. I don't know how many we have actually. Probably like 10 or 11. Let's grab the Ender Dragon skull. This is fire, bro. Look at this. This is so clean. Oh my gosh, we made it. Honestly, usually I'm a lot more stressed to fight the Ender Dragon, but this time I wasn't. I was a little bit nervous, but I'm just happy it's over now. So for right now, we're just gonna rock the elytra, the single elytra that we have, and I can always come back later to grab shulker shells. Now here's the moment of truth. Am I gonna make this if I jump? We did. Oh, okay, perfect, because I ran out of blocks there. We have the elytra, dude. This is insane. Oh my gosh. So very soon we're gonna have to lock in and grab totems because I'm notorious for dying with to fall damage with my elytra. So we're gonna have to be very careful here. And it brought us back to spawn, which, oh, there's XP too, which would usually be a problem, but we could just fly. We can literally just fly now. So let's head back to base. Wellington, I've made it back from my grand adventure. Beef, why are you in the corner, buddy? I made it back, dude. We beat hardcore Minecraft. How exciting is that? We even had some trophies. I'll show you. Look. We're going to hang these up somewhere. We can put a trophy there, and then we also can toss a trophy here. Where did I put the dragon egg? Yeah, that'd probably be... Oh, here it is. Okay. Boom. We got 2 of our trophies. I kind of have an idea for what we're going to do with the trophies, but that'll have to wait. Right now, I guess it's time to just, enjoy the evening and sleep well, knowing that we finally beat hardcore Minecraft. Okay, first order of business. Before we do any building today, I am going to go grab a mending book and an unbreaking book for these elytra. Hey, stop trying to escape. Give me mending. Okay. Oh, I need a better place for these guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, we have the mending. Now I just need unbreaking. And I don't know where I left the unbreaking guy. I think I found him. Unbreaking. Now I'm just going to add this to the elytra. And I'll feel a lot safer when I'm flying. Because we're already halfway through the durability. We have the elytra fully maxed. And my anvil broke. Oh, okay, well, I guess I'll make another one. I'm also about to use this last phantom membrane to heal up the elytra a little bit. And now that we have our maxed out elytra, I think it's time to start focusing on what's next in the world. Before we get into the actual build for today, I just wanted to throw up a little farming area so that I would have a way to get some food because I kept running out and I would have to fly around everywhere and get food. So I wanted something a little closer to base. A pretty decent cow and sheep pen. For now, these are temporary. We're going to move everything later. I still need to figure out how I want to design it. But for the build today, I plan on using a lot of copper. So since we're already farming animals, I think the next best step is to go collect a bunch of beehives so that we can get honeycomb for the rest of the build. I spent the next couple of in-game days collecting beehives in the wild, which took a lot longer than I thought it was going to. I also built a honeycomb farm, which is just temporary. We're going to end up moving it later. I just really needed something down for this build, and you guys will see why later in the video. So we have a bee farm now, which is perfect. It's a little bit slow, but I think by the time we get everything we need for the build, we will have all the honeycomb we need because we're actually going to be using a lot of copper for the roof. And if you guys don't know by the thumbnail, we're building a rocket factory. I'm actually pretty excited for this build. It took me a long time to design, but right now I'm going to go try to collect all the copper. So after a maybe 2-hour mining trip, we ended up getting a ton of copper. However, I don't think this is going to be enough. We also managed to snag 25 diamond ore and a plethora of other ores. So I think I'm just going to take some time to hit this with a fortune pickaxe and maybe we'll get enough. I highly doubt it, but fingers crossed. Dude, this tower of copper is huge. But I hope it's enough. I don't think it's gonna be, but that's a pretty big tower. That's a lot of copper. Okay, so we have about 11 stacks or 10 stacks of raw copper ore. I need to smelt all of this stuff. I'm not really in a rush to do it now, but I do need to smelt all of this. And since I'm keeping all of my little temporary farms here for now, I think we're gonna go ahead and build up like a little smelting station just to help smelt some of this copper a little faster. To be honest with you, I don't want to build an entire auto smelter at the moment, so this is gonna be its substitute. But it's gonna be a lot faster than waiting around for 3 furnaces. While the copper was smelting, I thought it would be the perfect time to start collecting some of the other resources that we're going to need. And this is our biggest build so far in the hardcore world. So it took a very long time to get everything we needed, but we eventually did it. Wait. I was flying over here to collect some jungle wood for this build because yes, I'm still collecting materials. In real life time, it's been like a week. But I found this jungle temple over here. Our base is right that way. I've never noticed this before. Let's check it out. Dude, this is crazy. It's actually a really cool area too. Okay. But I think it's just arrow traps, right? Yeah, it's nothing too lethal, I don't think. Okay, gold, some armor trims, not bad. I mean, I'll take the gold and the armor trims because we actually don't have any armor trims. And then I think if I go over here, I could just break this open. And yeah, okay, so gold, iron, horse armor. Not the best drops in there, but you know what? It's cool nonetheless. And to be honest with you, I think we can incorporate this in the lore somewhere in the world, at least in the starter town, because this area is kind of cool. The way it leads up here with the bamboo and the ravine. Oh, this is sick. Okay, we'll have to come back to this later. Anyway, I'm gonna grab this jungle wood. Yo, we found a rainbow parrot. I'm gonna grab some seeds real quick, and then we're gonna try to tame this guy. Oh, we got him. Come here. Fresh animations also breaks the parrots, so he's just kind of floating there. I don't actually know what happened to his body. Hopefully he's okay. But yeah, we're gonna head back now. I think I have most of the jungle wood that I need, so we can head back. All right, we made it back with our little parrot friend. I'm going to find a nice place to put him. I think up here. We're going to try to get him up there at some point. You guys already know what to do. Of course, we need a name. You guys came up with Beef and Wellington. We got Wellington there. We got Beef still up in the corner. I might make him a little dog bed because he does seem to like it. But now we have this parrot, and this parrot doesn't have a name. So if you guys want to be included in the world, drop a name recommendation down below in the comments. So I'm knocking out most of the supplies that we need. I have almost all the blocks. I just need a lot of mud, and there's no mangroves near me. So I'm going to go ahead and attempt to make a mud farm. Just to update you guys a little bit, because a lot of time has passed since I actually started recording this. I used to have a bunch of furnaces here connected to hoppers. I actually moved those underground so that I could kind of AFK them. I wanted them closer to the house while I was doing other stuff so that they would run, because we had to smelt all of that copper. So I moved it all in here, and I'm going to be building a mud farm down here. So I already have everything. Let's get this going. I can't believe there's not like a automatic way to do this. It's only semi-automatic, and you can't really use a diamond shovel. You have to only use an iron shovel or your fist. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. All right, so this is what I'm going to be doing for the next probably 20 minutes. So I'll catch you guys once I have all the mud I need. We have all of the materials, and now I just need to build the factory. But before we do that, I do need to clear out a lot of this area. So I'm going to do a bit of terraforming. Okay, to be honest, there wasn't much needed for the terraforming. I just kind of had to clear out this whole area. And then obviously I need to work on the slope a little bit more into the mountain. But this is what we got so far. I like it. Now I think it's time. Ooh, actually we have to move the mule. So we're going to have to go find a place to put this guy. But once we do that, I think it's time for us to start the build, finally. Oh my goodness. This looks awesome. I'm so happy with the way that this came out. But like I said, we're still going to have to wait a couple episodes. I'm sure it's going to take a while for this whole roof to oxidize. We need all of this to switch to oxidized copper so I could do the gradient. Also, I have anvils that are supposed to go all the way up there and then all the way along this as well, kind of like as a railing, but I don't have an iron farm yet, so maybe that'll be a hint for what we're going to be doing in an upcoming episode. Overall, though, I gotta say, I'm really happy with the way this came out. There's still two major things I have to do on the interior. One of them is going to be the creeper farm, and the other one is going to be the sugarcane farm, because that's the entire reason I built this whole thing. I'm also going to do some decorating, but first, I think it's time to make the sugarcane farm. So I was gathering materials for the sugarcane farm and realized I have 0 food. So I need to go and check up on the sheep. $45 should be good. All right, so I have the base layer of the sugarcane farm down. I know this is not like super optimal or anything, but it'll do what I need it to. Oh, okay. Well, there's a skeleton in here already. But yeah, so I don't know if I want to increase this or if I want to add more layers. I guess we could probably do that later. For right now, I just need to do the collection system, which I'm going to put over here. And this is the little redstone setup I have. I'm going to end up covering it just to make it look a little bit nicer. But this is kind of what we got so far with our 2 chests here to store the sugarcane. So the minecart, if we place the minecart in, which I actually don't know where this is. Hold on one sec. All right, so if I put the minecart here, when it's full, it'll stop on this hopper. And when it's empty, it'll just continue to go. So it'll stop here once it collects all the sugarcane. It'll stop here, deposit all the sugarcane into this chest, and then go about its business collecting more sugarcane. So I think that's the sugarcane farm. Like I said, we can extend it another layer later, but this should be fine for right now. With the sugarcane farm done, it's time to move on to the creeper farm. I will leave this farm linked in the description below. So the creeper farm's done. I have the outline for it, and I even have the collection system. However, there's one key detail I left out because honestly, I forgot about it. I need 10 cats. I need 2 cats for each layer. So now I have to go find some cats, breed them up, and try to drag them into the farm. So wish me luck. I found a cat. Come here. Come here. I have to be careful so I don't get blown up. Come here. I just need 2 of you guys. Stop running away. Get over here. Yes. Okay. There's one. Okay. But now we just need to find a second one. I don't know if we can find 2 of them in the same village. We're going to try to. Come here. Oh my gosh. We found an orange cat. This guy, we're going to name him something. And then we're just going to leave this guy. We're not going to stick him in the farm. Look at that face. I can't do that to this guy. Oh, he's purring. He's so happy to be tamed. Look at him. All right, well, we got 2. I'm going to go spend some time breeding these guys up. Oh my gosh. Get him. Dang, dude. This village is so lucky. Oh my gosh. Look at him. It's a kitten. Oh, dude. This thing is adorable. I don't know why they would ever want to change the textures of this guy. Look at him. He's just he's a mini version of these guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, unfortunately, you're also getting stuck into the creeper farm because the only one I'm keeping is this orange cat. We're going to name him Felix. That's my wife's cat's name. So orange guy's Felix. And then the rest of them, we're not going to name them. We're just going to throw them into the gunpowder farm. We have the cats. Now I just need to breed them. Unfortunately, there's a cooldown timer. So I guess while I'm waiting for these guys, I'm going to go ahead and start terraforming and making the outside of this place look a little bit better. So the plan for this was to just make it like a little hill. I wanted to give myself enough space to build around the factory in the future because I do plan on keeping more of the industrial style builds and stuff like that up in this area, you know, towards the top of the little seaside town that we're going to be building. And you can kind of see where I started to branch out a little bit on the left there. And I really like the way that it came out. It's very flowy. I'm starting to connect all of the builds together slowly. I've done quite a bit of path work. I've also done quite a bit of terraforming, but the terraforming is going to evolve over time. Right now we have something like this. It's like a slow slope up to the factory. That'll change as we progress throughout the world. But I do want to check. Okay, it looks like they're all grown up. I just wanted to check the cats. This should be enough. I think we're going to have a couple extra, which will be pretty cool. We'll be able to, you know, put them around the builds and stuff. But I need to move all of these guys into the creeper farm, remove the lighting, add a glass here, and then we should be all done and we can actually AFK it for a little while just to get some gunpowder. And I've honestly decided just leading them up layer by layer is probably going to be the best way to do this. Now, buddy, I need you to climb up the staircase for me. Come on, cooperate. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Yeah, so I'll just do this the whole time. I've already done one layer up here, which you can't see. There we go. Yeah, he's chilling. He's grooming himself. We just got to get these guys in here now. All right, listen up. I have a very important job for you. No. Come back. Yo, bro is like running away. Get back here. Okay. And yeah, we'll just do this every layer. So I think I need 3 more layers and then we'll be ready to go. That should do the trick. I use tinted glass because I plan on making this look like a machine because this is a factory. So I wanted to connect this to the smokestacks, kind of make it look like a machine. Oh, whoops. I don't really know what design to go with yet though. This is the one thing I haven't fully planned out for this build. We do have interior, which we'll work on in a minute, but I do need to make the AFK platform. So I'm going to light up a few of the surrounding caves and then make the AFK platform and then AFK this and see what the rates are like. So I AFK'd it for like 15 minutes and we got probably almost 4 stacks of gunpowder. I actually used one already to make some rockets, but overall this works out great. Our sugarcane farm is also cooking. So I guess the next step to this build is going to be doing the interior, which I don't have too much in mind, but the things that I do have in mind are very simple, but really pull it together. To be honest, I'm terrible at interiors, so I did my best to make it look like a factory. I have some like, I don't know, conveyor belts that you can work at with different workstations, this little forge area. I don't know. I needed something to kind of cover up the hole that leads you down into the creeper farm, just so that you can collect your gunpowder and whatnot. And it honestly, it works. It works. I'm going to add a couple more details here and there. Still trying to figure out how I'm going to decorate this. I might come back to it later. Also, I have this sugarcane farm, the collection system, that I still need to go ahead and decorate as well. No idea how I'm going to do that yet. So I think we're gonna leave that and ignore it. Maybe I should add a door here. I'll probably do that here in a second. But overall, I really like the way this looks, dude. I really like the way this looks. And you go on the outside here, and then honestly, this is probably one of my favorite builds ever. Mixed with the terraforming, it's going to look insane when we add trees and foliage and stuff like that and connect the paths and whatnot. We're really bringing this area together. And I'm in free cam here just trying to get different angles of it. Like, this looks insane. Obviously, I need to add anvils up at the top, but unfortunately, I am broke. I don't have enough iron, so we're probably going to have to make an iron farm here soon. But that really does sound like a next episode problem. We can worry about getting iron rich later. Right now, I just kind of want to look over at a grateful Minecraft world. And just, I can't believe that we've survived over 200 days, guys. I'm actually on day 250 or 270, something like that. But if you guys are enjoying the series, please let me know down in the comments below. I really do appreciate all the support. It's been crazy. I also do stream quite often over on TikTok and Twitch. If you guys are interested, the links for those will be in the description below. But yeah, thank you guys so much. And until next time, take it easy. Oh yeah, and here's the seed. I've spent the last 270 days slowly using up the little iron that I had. And rather than going back into the caves, I'm gonna build the best iron farm early game Minecraft has to offer, producing over 1700 iron an hour. And to make things even better, I designed a massive abandoned tower to go around it. Now, before we do anything relating to building the farm itself, we need to set up a villager breeder. Now, I believe that there's a village this way, so we're probably gonna go steal some villagers from that village. And I actually have no idea where I'm gonna build this thing. It's probably just gonna be a temporary one, and I plan on putting the iron farm somewhere around this area here. It's gonna go somewhere around this area, so I think we're gonna keep the villager breeder pretty close. You know what, before I go to the village, I should probably grab a couple of boats and some leads. Anyway, so I should have 2 villagers down here that don't have a trade yet. And we kind of need them to not have trades so I can turn them into farmer villagers. This guy's a Fletcher. We have a couple librarians. Let's check this one over here. All right, so this guy does not have a trade. Can I get you out of here? Let's try to get this guy out of here. There you go. All right, yeah. Walk right over here to the wood, please. There we go. All right, 1 down, 1 to go, and we're stuck. Okay. We're going to leave this guy here for now. Okay, I found our next victim. Tenant. Come over here, buddy. Yeah, just get in the boat. There you go. All right, that was a lot smoother than I thought it was going to be. Now the next problem is going to be getting them over this hill. I'm not sure how we're going to do that. All right, we got the boys now. We got the crew. Are y'all ready to move to your new home or what? Yeah, they look ready to me. All right, let's go. Come on. Looks like we had a little buddy join us. Unfortunately, you cannot tag along with this adventure, my friend. I'm actually going to keep that because I'm low on food now. But we're going to try to move these guys somewhere out of the way because I do plan on putting the build here. So I want them to be close enough to where it's very easy to move them, but far enough away to where they're not in the way of the actual build itself. So I'm going to go ahead and clear out some of this area. And then maybe we could just make a little hole for them. Just for now, like I said, we're going to end up designing one of these later on. Probably a bigger one, a nicer one. I really just need 12 villagers for now. Welcome to your new home, gentlemen. I'm going to go grab some composters for you guys. And then we're going to put you to work. Yeah, we're going to put you to work. Okay. They don't look too happy about it, but it is what it is. So, if I'm not mistaken, I could just do something like this. I don't know if the size of this thing actually matters. I guess we're just going to wait and see. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, we're going to have to probably make it a little bit bigger. But I don't really have too many carrots. And I need some to throw them down to make these guys breed. So, with that being said, all we have to do now is add the little chamber where the baby villager jumps into, which is going to be somewhere over here. And then they should start breeding. So let's go grab some beds and throw some of these carrots in here. All right, so basically, if we put these 2 trapdoors here, the baby villagers will think that they could walk to the bed. And when they do that, they'll fall into this hole. And then we'll obviously lower this. I think this should be fine. Yeah, 3 blocks. Should be good. Then we'll go like maybe 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 total. Depends on how far the water goes. We definitely don't want the villagers to drown or get trapped. So I need to put something here, maybe a slab to prevent them. And let's go ahead and light this up so nothing spawns. Yeah, this is perfect. The villagers will drop in here, and then we'll be able to collect them with minecarts later. So now I just need to feed these guys some carrots and pray this works. All right, moment of truth. Let's see if they breed. Take the carrots. They should be breeding. What's going on here? Did I do something wrong? Is it not big enough? Magic is happening. Oh my gosh. I left for 5 seconds and magic is currently happening. Also, I was farming bones. That's why I have a bunch of arrows. But look at these guys. Where's the baby? Where's the... Oh, I hear him. Oh my gosh. Look at the baby. Oh. What's up, dude? Okay, now we just need to do this 11 more times. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll have to AFK these guys. All right, gentlemen, I have 2.5 stacks of carrots for you. Make me proud. While those gentlemen are working their magic, I'm going to dig down and we're going to try to make a little collection system for the villagers. All right, we got the little setup. I need to connect it and I need to figure out where I'm actually going to be building this farm. I'm thinking we're going to place it somewhere around this area, but in order for me to do that, I'm going to have to clear out all of these trees. So hopefully this doesn't take too long. Hey, watch it. Okay, so I trapped these guys earlier, and I need to move one of them because we only need one. I need to move him all the way over to the iron farm, and then I need to sit in the boat with him and wait for his crossbow to run out of durability because we're gonna need this guy for the farm. So, I mean, this is definitely helping him shooting at me, but this is gonna take a while. And after getting shot up on the way over here, I just need to sit in here until his crossbow breaks. Oh, okay, let's go. We got him. Yeah, not so tough now, huh, big guy? Yeah, not so tough now. All right, well, that was like 15 minutes. So let me see where the villagers are at. So we only have 2. Okay, this is a problem. I'm going to attempt to get a name tag for this guy. And I don't know. I guess they're just gonna keep. Oh, there's a baby. There's another one. Okay, there's 3. So we could start the farm now. We can start it, but it's still gonna take us a minute to get all the villagers. So I guess in the meantime, I will be back. I'm not seeing any other name tags. We might be cooked here. I see no other name tags. Okay, well, I guess we're also gonna have to go level up one of our villagers. All right, gents. What do you got for me? I know you got a paper trade. So let's try to level this guy up. Might have to buy a few more unbreaking. Let's go grab some more emeralds though. Luckily, I cleared out a bunch of the forest up there for the build and... Oh, wait. Where's the... Oh, Fletcher's over here. I cleared out a bunch of trees for the build this episode and I got a bunch of wood. So I should be able to get a good amount of emeralds from this dude. All right, let's go see what the librarian villager has to offer. What can I buy from you? Lanterns? I'll take them. Honestly, I will take these gladly because we are going to need some lanterns in the new build. Ooh, Thorns 2, Bane of Arthropods 1, not very good. I can't lie, but Thorns 2 is not terrible. You know, I'm not upset about that. All right. We unlocked the name tag trade. However, we're out of emeralds. I bought 3 clocks. I'm never going to use these. I guess we could throw them up in item frames at some point. But I need to get more emeralds. And this guy's still not selling them. So we're going to have to go to the other village, I think. I'm now noticing this entire name tag process would be so much more simple if I just updated my game to 26.1, I believe. Whatever Tiny Takeover is. Honestly, I probably should have done that. But here we are. Now I need to come up with a name. We'll name him Tough Guy. I think Tough Guy is very fitting for this pillager. You know, because he can't do anything to us now. He doesn't have a crossbow anymore. Alright, Tough Guy. You got yourself a name, buddy. Unfortunately, you have to stay down here for a while. Because I still need to build the farm. We need to get every area. I think we need to put him in last. Because the villagers do have to sleep first. But we're gonna hopefully start collecting resources to build this iron farm. Honestly, it doesn't require that much. All right, so I think we have most of the materials. You guys can screenshot this if you want to, and you can kind of watch as I build it. It's really not that complicated of a farm. It's very simple, but it does use a pillager rather than a zombie. So that's probably the hardest part about this farm. I will be linking the tutorial that I followed in the description below. However, I did make a couple of changes, so if you guys are interested in figuring out how I did this farm, let me know down in the comments and I could potentially do a tutorial on it. That did not take that long. I thought it was going to take a lot longer. We have the entire iron farm done. I just need to fill it up, and then there's actually a centerpiece I still have to make, but I'll make it later once we attempt to move the pillager. But I'm not gonna lie, this iron farm is supposed to produce 1,700 iron an hour. I'm pretty happy with this. It did take a while for me to figure out what design I wanted to go with. I found this one and it's exciting. I can't wait. Ooh, I'm looking at this now and I forgot lava. Yeah, so lava's supposed to go above those signs. I don't think signs can burn. I'm gonna go try to find some lava so we can throw it in here. Looks like we got all the lava in here. Now the last step is gonna be moving all of the villagers and then letting them sleep one night and then moving the pillager. And I actually need to see, oh wow, okay. I don't know how many villagers that is. We could probably just start moving them though. How many do we got in there? At least 6. At least 6. We need 12. We need 12 total. How do I get there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. He's off. Hopefully this works. No. Go up. Go up. Go up. There we go. Yes. Go. Hey. Oh, that was perfect. All right, let's break this guy out. Now we just got to do this 2 more times. We got the first 3 villagers in. Now I just need to fill out each pod. So, yeah. We'll see how this goes. I've been sitting here for the past 45 minutes trying to figure out why my villagers aren't breeding. And I looked up and they're getting frustrated with each other, right? So I don't know if it's going to show the particles, but they're not able to breed right now. So if you guys don't know, villager breeding is, oh, there it is based off of like available beds in the village. And right now we have 3, right? So we have 2 villagers and then 1 spare bed, which enables them to continuously breed. However, I have the villager down here that I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for him to grow up, and he's linked to one of those beds. So I should just need to move this guy, and then the villager breeder should work again. All right, we got him up here. Let's see if it's working now. No, they're still getting frustrated. Maybe they'll have to try it again. I think it worked. I think I hear a baby. Oh, I think they're going to start breeding now. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Why are they doing that, bro? Okay, it worked. What's up, little guy? Oh, and he's gone. Okay, so now I can AFK. I think we just need 4 more villagers. Yeah, this should be fun. This seemed to have worked. We have more than enough villagers now. Actually, I think we have exactly enough. We only need 4 more. So we are going to start throwing them in to the iron farm. Honestly, we're looking pretty good. The farm's done for the most part. I'll show you guys. We have all the villagers. I just need to move the pillager. And before I can do that, all of these villagers need to sleep in a bed. So once the sun sets and I see all of them are laying down, I can proceed to moving the pillager in here. And then the farm should be working. I'm actually excited, but also slightly nervous. So if you haven't built an iron golem farm before, basically, if the villagers don't sleep in the bed, then iron golems just won't spawn. So all of them are sleeping in the bed. It's safe for us to go and move the pillager now. I need you in the minecart, buddy. These guys are so harmless when they don't have a crossbow. It's actually kind of funny. I've never done this before. What's up, tough guy? You're about to get farmed, bro. There we go. Go up there, tough guy. Yeah. Not so tough now, are ya? All right, let's see if he goes in. He's in. All right, so now I just need to make my way up here. Oh, and then I should probably destroy all of this too. I don't want the iron golems spawning on the sides here, so I'm going to try to remove this real quick. Now, I'm going to remove all of these. And then if I take this guy, I have to be careful. I don't want to kill him. If I take him out, iron golems should spawn. Yes. Oh my gosh. We just unlocked infinite iron. Holy. It spawned 4 of them at the same time. Now there is one alteration I want to make to the farm, and that is adding soul campfires because they do more damage. So it should speed it up a little bit. But with the lava, I don't even know if it's worth it. But that just gave us 20 iron, bro. Just from that one drop, all 4 of them spawned in. This is probably the best iron farm I've ever made. This is going to be insane. I'm going to go ahead and AFK it for maybe an hour or so, and we're going to see what happens here. Yeah, it's working. Nice, dude. But yeah, I want to AFK it before we start this build. So after 40 minutes or so, we have a good amount of iron. I'm not upset about that. We're actually going to be able to AFK it too while, well, I guess not AFK, but it's going to be running in the background while we do this build. I have a lot of terraforming to do. And yeah, this is going to be fun. But I guess now we can go ahead and start collecting some of the materials. I was about to go fly towards a warm ocean biome so I could find some dead coral. And look at this. Our happy gas grew up. I planted him earlier. I really wasn't thinking to record it, but yeah, we have a happy gas now, so I'm gonna need to name this guy. Speaking of names, last episode, I asked you guys to drop some name recommendations for our little parrot friend here that we found. And there were a ton of amazing ones, but my favorite one has to be Captain Hook. Now, I know we're deviating from the theme here, but I don't know, when I saw this name in the comments, I was like, wait, this is too good, because we did find him in like the jungle pirate area, which we could turn into a Pirate's Bay later. But like, that's a perfect name for him. I love it. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, so start dropping some name recommendations for the Happy Ghast, because we do have one of those now. Anyway, one of the last items I need is dead coral blocks. So I need to fly far away, maybe in this direction, and see if we can find some. I feel defeated right now. I flew around for like 20 minutes and couldn't find one. Apparently, the closest one is like 10k blocks away. So we're going to go on the Nether roof for the first time. So I need to make my way to the roof. I destroyed the portal that's in here because I want the one that's near my base to connect to the one on the roof here. So we just need to make our way up to the roof and then try to ender pearl out of here without getting stuck. All right, let's try this. All right, we made it. Whew. Okay, I stress for nothing because that was much easier than I remember. All right, so it's linked. Everything's fine. Now I just need to make my way over to the coral reef. And it put us in a cave. Awesome. Okay, well, there's diamonds up here, so I'm going to grab these and then we're going to try to head up to the surface. Oh. Oh my goodness. Where did that guy come from? Holy crap. Oh, I gotta be more careful, dude. That scared me so bad. We made it. Oh my gosh. That was stressful. And we're good. Okay, it does link to the one on the roof. So now we can finally get our dead coral. I'm also going to grab some sea pickles while we're here because I don't have any at the moment. So it'll be a nice little addition to some detailing for interiors and stuff. It's very difficult doing this without respiration, by the way. I keep having to go up every 5 seconds. All right, I think it's time for us to call it a day and go home. We have everything we need. Now we're ready to build, but before we do that, I do need to terraform this area just a little bit. All right, so I terraformed here quite a bit. We're actually pretty close to done with it. However, I'm going to be adding like a little pathway, so it's going to break it up. I know it looks really uniform right now. We're going to go back through and fix that once we add some trees and some pathways and some big boulders. We're going to add some big boulders everywhere. We're going to make this place look very nice. But I just wanted to get a layout for what the platform for the build is going to look like. And this is more or less what it's going to look like. So with that being said, now it's time for us to start placing some blocks. So in order for me to add the details to this build, I need a way up there. And right now, I just don't want a scaffold. So we're going to go ahead and make a ghast harness. I'm actually looking for wool. There we go. We do have some. We're going to go ahead and make a ghast harness. All right. So the recipe is like this. Boom. We got a harness. Let's go. All right. I need to find the ghast. But that build is looking crazy from here. Oh my goodness. Okay, come here. Okay. Let's go, dude. Oh my gosh. This guy's going to really help us with building. But I forgot how slow they move. Oh my gosh, that took forever. Holy. This was literally all I needed the happy ghast for. Just a couple of windows on the outside of the build. I'm still working on the build, adding details and stuff. And this guy, I'm pretty sure he spawned up here earlier when I was building and he fell. Either way, we got to get this guy out of here. Otherwise, the farm is not going to work. So we did end up adding some details. If you could see there, I added some leaves and stuff just to kind of show it's overgrown, it's old, run down. We also added some of the moss. When I was over collecting the moss for the build, I saw these. I forget what they're called, but like the mossy vines. So I added a few of those everywhere. And I think the only thing we really have left for the build is the interior. So I need to get to work on that. It's going to connect here. We're going to have an auto crafter and an auto sorter. Well, kind of like an auto sorter. It's basically going to make bone blocks and iron blocks. And then I want it to automatically store it into these chests. I'm going to have chests in here because this is mainly just going to be iron storage. It's going to be a lot of iron storage, but it's going to be iron storage nonetheless. Like I said, this iron farm does produce 1,700 an hour. So in the past hour and a half, this is how much iron we've gotten, which is quite a bit of iron. So I'm going to need a place to store that since this is going to be running while I play. And I think that's what we're going to work on right now. I did the interior and I think I cooked with it. I really like it. It's very simple. We have our storage here. So this is going to be the bone blocks and this is going to be the iron. And then we have like a little cubby for working here with a little bed for the worker to lay in. And then we also have a second layer up here. I'll show you here in a second. Boom. So it's nothing. Obviously we could flex the anvils now because we have infinite iron, which is crazy. But we have the second layer here with our little balcony. Not really much to look at right now, but hopefully that'll change. And then you walk up the stairs, and then this obviously doesn't go anywhere, but I needed the door to be functional because this is like a broken down little tower here. I really like the way the interior came out though. I can't lie about it. I really like this. But you know, as I'm building these, I'm realizing one major flaw with my builds, and that I don't do much on the outside. And when I say that, I mean with terraforming and just building the world up. So without further ado, it's time to build some custom trees and terrain. I'm going to be honest, I really like the way these trees came out. They make the build look like it belongs here. And obviously we still have to do some work on the outer edges. That's just going to be over time. Maybe we'll turn this into a forest or something like that. But I really like the way this looks. Now I think it's time to add some boulders and then maybe a pathway leading up. We're not going to fully connect it to everything right now, but I just need like I need a little pathway right now because this is missing stuff. So I'm going to get to work on that and then the build should be done. Dude, look at this. Oh man, I think we're going to add some lamps for lighting later, but like, dude, this looks really good. I'm really happy with the way this came out. I've never really made boulders, so this is my first time kind of testing around, like messing around with boulders. I really like these. The trees, I really love. I'll link those in the description. I think they're a BOO design. I can't remember. And then the tower just sitting there. This looks so good. I even added some like color variation and things like that with some pumpkins and firefly bushes for the particle effects along the trail. Oh man, I really like the way this looks. And I probably spent like an hour or two just doing all of that, and we are loaded on iron right now. This is working out way better than I thought it would. This farm is so good. Now that we have everything done, I think it's time for us to finally put an auto crafter in here. Now, I don't exactly know how I'm going to do this yet, but I'm going to do my best to kind of get something set up. I don't really care too much about setting up an auto crafter for the poppies, like putting them into bone meal blocks with a composter. I'm more so just concerned about getting these consolidated down to iron blocks. I'm no redstone genius, but I'm going to try to figure out how to get all the iron from in here over into the storage system. I did need to make the bone meal farm. I guess not bone meal farm, but the filter. It was necessary for this this farm because it does give poppies and iron. So I don't know what we're going to do with that. We'll probably manually move it But right now I just need to figure out how to move the iron blocks over into the storage. Well, this is not going to be the most efficient way, but I routed hoppers all the way from there to here. I'm probably going to put a bubble elevator, and then I'm going to run water along the top here so that we can get... Oh, I don't know if I can actually get in there. Let's take a look. But I'm going to route water down here, and then it should fill up. It should fill the chests up, right? Something like that. I don't know. We finally have everything set up. It's filtering in here. Like I said, the bone meal blocks would be manual, just because I don't have enough space to actually build like an auto sorter back here. But the iron farm works. It's producing a lot of iron. And this is really what we needed to kick off this hardcore world. So I'm very excited to see what happens in the future. Also, we can finally use anvils as decoration now. So we actually have to go back to last episode's build and update it a little bit. Yeah, so here I used anvils as decoration, so I'm just going to place these down all the way around the smokestacks. It's so loud, oh my gosh. And then I even used them down here as a railing. I might have to go craft up some more. Okay, but hey, we can finish the build now, and then if we head over this way, we take a look at the iron farm in all of its glory, and this place is just incredible, and I can't wait to build some more of these trees and stones and pathways all the way throughout our little area here. I'm very excited for it. But yeah, I gotta say, overall, I'm so happy with this build. I really do think it's one of my best ones. It just seems like we're leveling up after every single build, and I'm so excited. Overall, I'm very happy with the way that this build came out. Anyways, that's gonna wrap up today's episode. Thank you so much for watching, and thanks so much for all the support on the past 3 episodes. I should probably move because this ghast is extremely loud. But yeah, like I said, thank you guys so much for all the support lately. It's been unreal, and I'm super grateful for it. So let me know what you thought about this episode down in the comments. Drop a like, consider subscribing. It would mean the world to me. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy. In hardcore Minecraft, one mistake ends everything, and I plan on surviving in this world forever. So today, we're gonna attempt the most dangerous thing you could do in Minecraft, a raid. This will get us some of the best loot in the game, but not only will I become a hero of the village, I will also max out my armor and tools, because I don't want to just survive hardcore Minecraft. I want to be... Can you feel that tension, Captain Hook? Today's the day we go get some totems. I need to prepare. I have most of the stuff I need. We're going to go ahead and throw that shield in the offhand. And I think all I need to do is grab some ominous bottles. Now that that's done, I think we're ready to go. We're just going to go ahead and fly past the iron farm because it looks so good. We did this last episode. Looks absolutely amazing. And we're just going to head right over here to this village. We should probably look for a more flat area, but you know what? We're just going to go for it. We're going to start here with Ominous Bottle 2. I'm not sure if we can even get totems from this one. Dude, I'm actually so nervous for this. I haven't done a raid outside of a raid farm in so long, but I felt like we had to do the raid at least once before we actually built a raid farm. Oh, I see them. I'd like to keep my distance from these guys with the axes, though. So I think for the first couple of waves, we're just going to kind of pick them off from a distance. And my aim is atrocious. All right, we can go get these guys now. See, if the rest of the raid goes anything like this, I think we're chilling. This is the guy we got to worry about. I low-key think these pillagers might have bit off more than they could chew. I should also probably go to bed. I do not want to be doing this at nighttime. Oh no, I guess I'll take this with me. This is not good. Wait, hold on. This isn't good. This is not good. Okay, we took our nap. I'm feeling good. Where did these guys spawn in at, though? Wait, where did they spawn in at? We have to be careful. A Ravager spawn, so we're gonna have to be really careful with this guy. Maybe I can get him from here. Okay, my aim is terrible still. Oh, no! I think he killed the villagers. I think he killed the villagers, bro. No way. Hey! Oh, he killed them. Okay, these guys are still good. These guys are still good. Look at all these guys. Oh, there's one more. There's one more. They run so fast, bro. All right. Just a couple guys left, it looks like. Oh, the Vexes are still here somehow. I think they're the last two. Please tell me this is the last wave. I don't think I could take another one. Oh, we did it, ladies and gentlemen. We got our first raid completed with Hero of the Village. The one thing that does kind of suck is we're not going to be able to buy anything because all of our villagers are dead. But let me see if I'm missing anything. I think there's got to be a couple more totems around here. Yes, here's one. Got some emeralds. I do hear a couple villagers, so I know our mending villager's good. What about Silk Touch? Oh, this is our mending. So maybe our Silk Touch is down here, actually. What are you? Okay, our Silk Touch villager died, so that sucks. But we have 6 totems, and I think that makes up for it. Captain Hook, we made it back, and look what we got. Can you believe this? We have totems now. We're gonna live forever. It's literally impossible for us to die now. We need a safe place to put all of these, so I'm gonna just throw them in the ender chest. Such a beautiful sight. Now that we have some totems, I think it's about time for us to go upgrade our gear. I really need to add a pathway here at some point. But I do need to gather some TNT so we can go ancient debris mining because I do need a lot of netherite to cover all of my tools and my armor. So let me just see if I have enough gunpowder in here to make some TNT. And okay, yeah, we're good. I mean, it's not as much as I would like, but it's a start. Okay, so I'm just going to store it in the shulker for now, and we're actually about to go grab some more. I'm also going to have to gather some sand, so I grabbed an empty shulker as well, and now I just need to hopefully find a desert somewhere. I'm pretty sure if we set off this way, we'll eventually find some sand. I remember last episode when we were looking for the coral, I did find a couple little islands with sand everywhere, so hopefully we can gather some here. Ooh, I actually forgot about this. We came here last episode, I think, or the episode before that. Yeah, there's still some sand on the ground, so let's go ahead and grab this and then just mine a little bit of sand so that we can get enough for TNT. I think we have enough sand now, so we should be able to make a couple stacks, hopefully, of some TNT. So let me go ahead and grab some of this. Okay, 2.5 stacks, not too bad. I think that's a good start. We should be able to get enough netherite with this. The one thing I do want before we go and mine for some netherite is some fire resistance potions, which we only have 1 of at the moment. So we're going to have to go make some more of these. Perfect. I think 7 potions is going to be more than enough for right now. I would also like to craft up some golden booties and potentially get some feather falling ones with protection. That would be wonderful. All right, we have 69 levels that we can spend on getting these boots right. Okay, well, off to a terrible start. Protection 4, Depth Strider 3, Unbreaking 3. We really need feather falling though. Okay. We did not get feather falling for 1 time off of that. We went through 30 levels and had nothing good. So I guess we're just gonna have to use this XP farm again. I had to give up on the boots. I went through 3 potions of infestation and no luck. So I decided to give up. It took way too long. We're gonna do a helmet instead so we can keep our feather falling and protection 4. Last episode, we got ourselves a happy ghast, which we actually can't see from here, but he's chilling over there. And I asked you guys to drop name recommendations in the comments, which you guys did, and they were incredible. We also had to buy name tags last episode from villagers, but now we can craft them because I did update my game version. We are currently now on 26.1 and it's honestly really exciting. I also have an entirely new mod pack, which you can see from the clouds, and I'm even using different shaders. So if you guys are interested in the mod pack, hop into my Discord. It's linked in the description below. Anyway, we have to name this guy, and my favorite name recommendation was actually Casper. Usually I name my ghasts Gaston, but I thought about switching it up and we're gonna go with Casper. Honestly, I've never thought about using this one before and it's very fitting for the Happy Ghast. So thank you guys so much for the name recommendation. There you go, buddy. Welcome to the family, Casper. Anyway, I'm looking through everything that I need to go mining for netherite, and I think we have it. So we can go ahead and head over there. Ooh, I did move the portal too, so I think I put it over this way. I'm gonna drink this potion, eat this steak, and then we're gonna head out. I need to find a place where I can just mine down to 15. Okay, we made it to Y15. Now I just need to find the chunk borders. So if I click F3 and G, I believe. Yes, okay, so there's actually a chunk border here. So now we'll just mine for a while, just a straight line all the way down, and then light it up with some TNT. All right, now we gotta hide. There we go. Okay, hopefully we can get some though. Oh, there we go, perfect. Our first piece. Oh my gosh, the updated textures. I don't know how to feel about that. Oh my goodness, you're disgusting. And just like that, we have 41 ancient debris. This should be enough to get all of our gear decked out in netherite. And now that we have a way out, we need to go find a bastion because we actually can't make any netherite without the netherite upgrade. And, oh, luckily for us, we found one. There's one right here. Okay, let's see if we can sneak in without getting absolutely cooked by the brutes. This one shouldn't be too difficult to get inside of. I just need to lure these guys out and kill them with the bow. All right, now we can just pick these guys off. I'm not sure if there's any more brutes. All right, so we didn't get the netherite upgrade from this, which kind of sucks. But maybe there's another one somewhere around here. Okay, there's one. Okay, we found one. Ooh, this is a big one too. Oh, I think this is a treasure bastion. Not really the one that I wanted to go for, to be honest. These ones are very dangerous. Okay, how do we get in? Let me get my fire resistance. I have one left, so we're gonna have to make this count. Oh, is this... I think there's a magma spawn. Yeah, okay. Ooh, usually these are open, so you could just fly in and fly out, but it's not looking like that for this one. So I think we're going to have to make our own little exit hole, and then maybe we could just jump down there, because I'm pretty sure the netherite templates are guaranteed from these ones. How much... Okay, we have 4 minutes left of fire resistance, so we're going to have to do this quick. Ooh, where's the chests? Okay, we got it. I had to lock in. I got very nervous. Yo, we got it though. We got the smithing template. Let's get out of here. I don't care about any of that stuff now. Oh man, I went completely silent. I was zoned in. Holy, that was stressful. Because those brutes can do a lot of damage to you if you're not careful. Ooh, it looks like there's another bastion over here. Yes. Okay, perfect. And now we can go back home. Home sweet home. Oh my gosh, I feel so safe now. All right, let's get this ancient debris smelting away. Dude, I just realized I'm gonna use all of my diamonds up. We're gonna have to go mining for some diamonds in the future. Holy. It's also good that I grabbed a bunch of gold from the nether because we also need that for the netherites. 41 pieces of netherite scrap. Let's go. And then we can make 10 netherite ingots. How do you make the netherite upgrade? Oh, okay, 16 is fine. I don't need to spend any more diamonds, bro. I don't need to spend any more diamonds because now look at this. 36 left. Oh my goodness. Anyway, now it's time to get full netherite gear. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, there's a creeper. Yo, come on, brother. I was trying to get an aura farming moment, dude, and this guy's sneaking up on me. Look at this. Full netherite gear, bro. That's hype. Let's go. Let me throw that totem in my arm too, just in case. It's safe to say though, now that we're in full netherite gear, we are officially... But I would like to solidify that, so now it's time to actually do the thing that this whole episode is going to be for. First, I wanted to sleep because I don't want another creeper running up on me. And we're going to exit out the window because I'm in... But I do want to build a raid farm today. And basically, we're going to build this over the water somewhere. I don't know if we're going to build it here, but we're going to build it over an ocean so that we get the best rates. Ooh. Oh my goodness. What are you? Yo! 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 Oh my goodness. Wait, we need this guy. Where's my bow? Oh, are we gonna... Oh, I just killed the horse on accident. Whoops. Yo, we got skeleton horses. Oh my goodness. What do we do with the other two? I'll leave them for now. But yo, this is perfect actually because we ran out of pets for you guys to name. So I guess you guys can name a skeleton horse. Leave some recommendations down in the comments below. And next episode, we'll name the skeleton horse. As I was saying though, this raid farm is going to solidify infinite totems for the rest of the world. So I think it's really important that we do this early on. Also, we are going to be building it over an ocean somewhere. Before we start this build though, I need some of my shulkers, and I fear I left them over at the iron build, which I did. Also, I added a stasis chamber, and I want to see if it's working, because it was just with an ender pearl, and I'm not sure if these are good chunk loaders for iron farms. Let's go ahead and take a look. It seems to be working, which is nice. We're just going to let that keep running then. Anyway, I really need to figure out where I'm going to organize all of this wonderful garbage. Yeah. To be honest with you guys, this is only 6 shulkers, bro, and this is the worst organization I think I've ever had in Minecraft. We're definitely going to need to fix this in an upcoming episode. Anyway, let's gather materials for the build. We ended up collecting a lot of the materials, but I realized I need ink. So we're gonna have to go and kill some squids because I need black stained glass for the floor. Now that we have all the glass and stuff, I need to find a lot more nether wart and some bone blocks and also some shroom lights because I'm gonna be building some lighting fixtures with shroom lights and I think it looks pretty cool. But I wanted to go with like an orange glow, so I need a bunch of these. Oh my gosh. Thrag's airbending right now on Invincible. Dude, I'm on season 4 right now. I've been watching it since I started this episode. I think it's very fitting since we're becoming invincible, and apparently I took an arrow to the eye. And according to my calculations, this should be all the materials we need for the raid farm, the auto sorter, and the build that's going to go around it, which I'm pretty excited for actually. So I think it's time for us to pack up and then head out to the area we're building the farm. We need to aim to build this over a large ocean, so I think right here should be a good spot for it. I would prefer to not do this at night either, so let's go to bed. Luckily, we can just sleep under the water, you know? No big deal. Oh, look at the rainbow. Nice. Anyway, we're going to put the farm here, and yeah, we're just going to start building. So let's place some blocks. Dude, this looks sick. Oh my gosh. I really like the way this is coming out. The floor, definitely gonna need to work on this. I also need to download continuity because this glass texture is not it. But I really like this red carpet. We're gonna build the raid farm right here, and then we have our auto sorter here. I still have to add the filters and stuff like that. But overall, I'm really happy with the way that this build is coming out so far. Probably gonna add a little bit of details here and there, but dude, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I really like this. Also, for right now, I need to figure out how I want to blend this into the ground. I'm thinking about just bringing the diorite all the way down. That should help it a little bit. And then maybe we could do black concrete underneath of the glass. I just need the glass here to prevent the raids from spawning down here. So glass is an unspawnable block, which means that raids won't even try to spawn on them. If I had carpets all along this area or pathways or slabs, the raids may have a difficult time spawning in. So that's why we went with glass, but I'm starting to see the issue with that. We'll be able to fix this though. I'll do it later. First, I want to build the raid farm. I forgot the villager. So that's the most difficult part about this entire farm is just the villager. So I'm going to need to go find one and then bring him over here. And then we can try it out and see how well this raid farm runs. I know it's nothing too crazy. I don't really need a crazy raid farm because I plan on doing villager stuff later for emeralds and maybe a redstone farm and stuff like that. So I really only need this for totems. And since it's just me, we don't need anything too crazy. So this will do the job just fine. But let's go ahead and grab a villager. We just gotta take this build in. Casper, what are you thinking about this, bro? I really like this. This looks so good. So we had a mass casualty earlier at the village because of the raid. So I actually don't know if there's any additional villagers I can steal from here. They actually took out one of our, I think this is our Silk Touch villager or our Unbreaking villager, I think. One of the two. But I'm pretty sure the rest of the villagers got absolutely fried and bagged during the raid. So I'm not quite sure where we're going to get these guys. Yeah, so there were 0 survivors. I don't know what I was thinking when just starting the raid without hiding any of these guys. I think I was so locked in and scared that I just kind of did it anyway. But, oh, I don't have my elytra. Over this way, there should be another village that we can steal some villagers from. And honestly, it's pretty close to the ocean, so it shouldn't take too long. But, oh, there it is. Okay, perfect. Let's go grab one, and then we can just move him over there into the raid farm. We should be good to go. All right, one of you is going to be coming with me. Oh, I think it's this guy's lucky day. This might be perfect for an ominous bottle farm later. I don't think we're going to need one now because I have quite a few of them. But this might be a later project. Oh, yeah, that's pretty flat, dude. They also might have some allays, which would be pretty nice. Anyway, I'm going to get this guy all the way over to the raid farm. Dude, that took way longer than it should have. Anyway, we're going to start heading over to the raid farm. I actually don't know where it is. This way. So it's pretty far, but at least it's all water, so it shouldn't take too long. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. That looks crazy. Holy, that looks good, bro. What? I mean, the reflection looks kind of weird, but like overall, this looks really cool from far away. Let's get this guy in so he doesn't die. There we go. And then he should run up to the barrel, and we should be able to just trap him inside of the little chamber. Oh, let's go ahead and try that. Are you going to run up to the workstation? Yeah, this is going to be tough. I think he would run to the barrel normally on water, but since we're not on water, he's not going to run up there. So this is actually going to take us a while. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. My guy. Let's go up a little more. You're almost there, dude. Maybe I could push him up there? Okay. Okay. Ooh. Bro, I'm so smart. I'm so smart. Oh my gosh. Let's go. Easy. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I just have to remove all the spawnable blocks. And, ooh, I should also cover this too. I forgot to cover the auto sorter. There we go. Otherwise, everything would have just flown out. So we had to get rid of that. But there should be no spawnable blocks, and we should be able to start the raid. I just want to go to bed really fast. All right, the raid farm's done. Let me go ahead and remove all blocks, because I don't want to even risk a Ravager spawning down here. And before we do this, I think it would be smart for me to get Sweeping Edge 3 on my sword. So I'm going to have to go back to the base yet again. But this should be the last thing, and then we can actually start using this, which is pretty exciting. I redid the entire floor. I think it looks so much better. Oh my goodness, this looks a lot better. I'm going to start off with a Bad Omen 4, and hopefully this works. Okay. Oh, it works. Oh my gosh. It works. Bro, it's working. Let's go. Oh my gosh, the auto sorter too. Well, it's not going to automatically sort anything right now because I don't have any filter items yet. We should be getting a totem here soon. I think this is a Ravager. Yeah, okay, it's a Ravager. But we should get a totem soon. All right, that was our first raid victory with the raid farm. So let's check the profits. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. Yo, a stack of emeralds, redstone dust. Dude, we got a ton, an absolute ton of totems as well. I'm going to use the rest of these potions, and then we'll see where we're at by the end of this. And there we have it. All of our potions, our ominous bottles are gone. And now we can check the rewards that we got. 3 stacks of emeralds, not bad. 3 stacks of redstone, pretty good. Oh my gosh, that's a ton of totems. We're not going to need to use this thing for a while. So I think it's safe to say we're officially invincible in hardcore Minecraft. It shows the worst time to rain because I'm recording the outro right now. Anyway, we filled up the negative space with some flying shroomlight lanterns. I should have built it earlier. I got kind of sidetracked though. I really wanted to use the raid farm. But that's going to conclude the video today, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, drop a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. It would mean the world to me. And then leave a comment telling me how you felt about the video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take it easy. In order to survive in hardcore, I need materials. But I'm too lazy to manually do it, so today I decided to completely transform my starter area into a town that will do it all for me, producing thousands of items an hour, which I plan to use for all of my upcoming projects. This entire area here is going to be completely unrecognizable by the end of the episode. Anyway, I'd like to get the bone meal farm up first because I'm going to need that running in the background so that we can have enough bone meal to operate the tree farms. I've cleared a little area for it, so I think it's time we throw this bone meal farm up. And of course, I have no redstone. Let's go over to the raid farm and see if we have some redstone in the chest. I think we do. And we're here. This place just looks incredible. I love this build so much. And, okay. So 3 stacks, that should get us through a little bit. I'm actually going to pop these 2 ominous bottles and try to get some more here. This redstone should get us through a good portion of the farms, but I think we're going to need more, so we might have to come back to this later. With that being said, it's time to get these materials so we can build the farm. And here's all the materials we're going to need for this farm. I think I'm going to wait until it's daytime. Dude, I'm so excited to terraform this whole area. It's going to look so good. And we have the area clear. We have all of the supplies we need. I think we're ready to go. And that's the bone meal farm done. I just need to go get bone meal to actually run it. So right now I can't even turn this on if I wanted to. I probably need like a stack of bone meal or something. So we're going to go into the nether and try to get some bone blocks. You know what? While we're here, we'll try to get the music disc too. Oh man, I'm rusty. There we go. We got it. Let's grab this music disc and head back home. I grabbed 62 bone blocks, and that should be enough to get this bone meal farm going. I shouldn't need to worry about it ever again because this is self-sustaining. Okay, so it doesn't seem to be working. Maybe I missed something? I forgot to put the redstone here, so this should solve the piston problem because the pistons were not working. There we go. Okay, we're good. It's working though. We're chilling. Let's make this ender pearl stasis chamber. Should work now. There we go. Okay, now I just need to cover this up so that no mobs can run into it. And we're all good to go. Now that that's done, I'm going to have to clear out a large area over here just so that we can fit the tree farm because the tree farm's pretty tall. And I'm going to have the build up here on a platform. So we're going to have to probably dig out a hole right next to this so that we can link the 2 farms up. Now that we have the area we're going to be putting the tree farm in, I need to go collect all the materials for the tree farm. And I know one of the major components, other than redstone, is slime. So I need to find a swamp or something to get enough slime balls to make the pistons for this. Now, if I remember correctly, there's actually a swamp somewhere over in the direction of the end fortress. Yeah, so right here there's a swamp, so we'll be able to hit this up, hopefully get some slime here in a minute. All right, we found the swamp, and I'm actually going to take some of these blue flowers too. I don't think we have any of these yet. All right, we have almost 3 stacks of slime balls. I think we're good for now. We can head back home. And now we have to quickly gather all of the materials we need, so let's get to crafting. And we have all the materials we need for this tree farm. I just need to build it, but first I'm gonna go to sleep. I really don't want to do this at night. You know, but I'm kind of questioning the whole idea of finishing this before day 500. I'm telling you right now, I think we're gonna finish at day 510 or 515 because there's just so much I have to fit into this episode. So we'll see how that goes, but let's go ahead and start building this tree farm. I found the tutorial for this on YouTube. I'll link it in the description below, and I think it's going to work out pretty well. The rates looked pretty solid. I think it does most trees except for acacia and cherry, which I don't use very often anyway, so it's not a really big problem for me. And it does have a TNT duper at the top, which is how it blows up the trees to collect the wood. So I think it's going to work out pretty well. We might have to build another one later down the line, but we'll have to see. All right, so I have the farm done. I really hope this works. I just need to load it up with some bone meal, which our bone meal farm's actually working pretty well. I'm going to end up connecting it to probably later in this episode. But right now we just need to get some bone meal in there. And we need this to fill up. I think it's going to fill this. Yeah, so it's already starting to work. I'm just going to continue to move this bone meal in here. Once we get all the bone meal from the bone meal farm into the tree farm, I think it's time to test it out. I think we're going to end up needing a lot more spruce later, but let's test oak. I want to see if it works. Let me turn on the TNT duper. And please don't break. Please don't break. Oh. Okay. Wait, we might be onto something. Oh, I think it works. It's working. Look at this. Okay. I need to stare up there, and then we turn this on, and then we can come in, and it should be bone mealing. It works, bro. It's probably super loud, but the tree farm is working. This is awesome. All right, this next farm is really cool. I think it's new tree tech. At least that's what the guy in the video said. It uses some specific state of the block with pistons and TNT, and I'll kind of explain it more in detail as I'm building it, but let's try to get this thing built. So this tree farm is very unique in the sense that it's very small, it doesn't take a lot of resources, and it's very effective. Essentially what it does is there's a redstone timer that pushes the pistons up to match the TNT at the exact time that the block switches into this phase where it can be instantly destroyed. And you could test this with any block. It'll instantly destroy netherite just because of the block phase that it's in. I don't know. I'm not a redstone guy, but this farm is really cool, and I will link it in the description below. So these are the two main farms we're going to be building today, with another moss farm over here, and then probably just moving the bee farm and the mud farm. So we're slowly ticking things off the list. Now that the two main farms are done, the rest of the farms are going to be inside of different builds, and I really need to terraform this area up so I can get a better idea of where I'm going to be putting them. So I think for the next couple of days in game, we're going to be spending them building or terraforming this area. I needed a way to AFK the moss and bone farm so I could continue on the other cliffside that I'm going to be doing in a few minutes. So I decided just to move over to this hole just to cover it up and prepare it for some of the other builds that we're going to be doing today. And this is the area completely filled out and covered. Obviously, I'm going to make it look better later. I just kind of wanted to get like the baseline. But right now, I think we're going to head back over to the tree farm and try to start covering that up, because my initial plan was to just do the farms first. But since we're just building two moss farms, essentially, one of them is just going to be converted to bone meal. I was able to siphon some moss from this farm, which should be enough to allow us to complete this cliffside here. So I think we're just going to jump straight into building this. And the reason I want to do that is because it's going to set the basic foundation for where all of the rest of the builds are going to go. So without further ado, I actually need to go collect some of the materials. So let's see how much moss we have. Not bad, actually. Yeah, this should be plenty of moss. Everything that I need for this cliffside is in this shulker, hopefully. I just had to go grab some tuff and some cobblestone. We had everything else, but I think we should be ready to throw this up real quick. I wanted to add a layer of depth to the surrounding area, and I do love terraforming, so I wanted to kind of throw up like a little cliff face. Nothing too fancy, just did some texturing in Axiom. I thought it came out pretty good. You guys will have to let me know what you think about it down in the comments. There's no specific gradient or anything like that, and the main purpose of this is just to hide the bone meal farm and the tree farm. I just want to update you guys really quickly. I absolutely love the way that this retaining wall came out. I don't know if it's the colors or just how it blends in with the environment around it. Oh, look, so we have some pillagers over here. I'll worry about those guys later. But I absolutely love the way that this is looking, and I can't wait to do the rest of the area. I need to do some blending here and then over here as well, so that it looks more natural going up to the iron farm. And I need the grass anyway, so I might as well just start doing this now. I'm just now realizing I really need to get a beacon at some point, especially if I'm going to be doing a lot of terraforming, because efficiency 5 on this thing is just not cutting it. It's so slow. So we terraformed this whole area, and I think it looks much, much better now than it did before. Obviously, we're waiting for the grass to grow, but we did get quite a bit of dirt and grass from just terraforming this, so I think it's about time for us to go ahead and finish the cliffside area here. That took an insane amount of time, and we're finally done, which is great news. Now, I think the last thing we need to do is build the lumber mill above it. I want to see if this guy has anything good. No. Okay. I'm gonna need those leads though, my guy. Now it's really time to put this tree farm to the test. We're gonna need a lot of spruce wood for this build, and I don't really have any at the moment. So I'm gonna use this tree farm and see what we get. All right, that was like literally not even 5 minutes of using this farm. I want to see how much spruce we were able to get from that. Oh my gosh. Holy. Dude, the rates on this farm are insane. That was literally not even 5 minutes. Holy crap. Dude, that's so many. That's 10 stacks. There's just something so humbling after having that insane wood farm just to sit here and strip all the logs like this. Now that we had all of the spruce wood necessary for the build, I needed to go collect some of the other miscellaneous materials as well. We are officially on day 500 and minimal progress. I'm actually way behind schedule, but it's fine. It's fine. The collection process for all of these materials is taking significantly longer than I wanted it to, but that's fine. We only need one material left, and that's going to be dark oak wood. So I just need to find some saplings here. We have 8 saplings. We can go test this farm now too. Like I said, this one's semi-automatic, so it's not going to be the fastest and most efficient, but it's definitely the easiest to build. So if we just put the saplings here, and then we hit this, that's going to go off, and then we bone meal, and then boom, and then we just break this, and then actually, I don't think those are supposed to be there, but it should be fine. And just like that, we have all the materials we need in these shulkers, so I think it's time to get building. Dude, this got to be one of my favorite things I've ever built. This lumber mill is really cool. We're still adding details here and there, but like this is the overall look of it, and I just absolutely love it. Honestly, the sun's kind of ruining the moment right now. I'm missing some wool. We're gonna put some like trees all along this, so it looks like the wood's being exported from the factory. And then the interior is also not done yet. We're still working on that, but this is mainly just going to be a storage area here. So we'll figure out what we're going to add specifically, but this is mainly just going to be a storage area. I tried to do like a little pulley system. We still have to add some stuff here to make it look a little more realistic, but overall, I'm really happy with the way that this build came out. I cannot lie to you guys. There's one more thing I really want to add to this build, but I can't do it right now because I don't have the wool. But we are going to be adding banners, and the banners are going to have words on them, so it's going to look really cool. I can't wait. But we're going to have to do this later, and we could probably move on to the next project. We're going to be working on this systematically, so we're going to move from right to left, and the next build on the docket is our auto smelter, and this build is going to go right here. Luckily, I had most of the blocks I needed for this build already, so I just had to go ahead and throw them in some shulkers and build the whole building up. In addition to this, I also built a little crane just to show that it's collecting the materials from the mine that's going to be underneath. I really like the simplicity of this build. I obviously still have to work on the interior and add the auto smelter, but we could do that later. I also wanted to add some details to the outside, so I threw some raw iron on the crane, I threw some moss and mossy cobblestone and tuff into the hillside, and then I even made a mine entrance with a little staircase leading up. This is the little mine entrance that I came up with. I really like the back side of the shelves for this. The added detail is crazy. I actually got this from watching Corrales, one of the hermits. So I decided to use it here, and I absolutely love the way that it looks. But like I said, we're going to be putting a cobblestone generator down. Oh, looks like I missed one. We're going to be putting a cobblestone generator down here, so I'm going to have to clear out a giant area for this. I'm always having problems with these guys. Bro, he almost blew up my house again. Thank goodness I had totems now, but geez, y'all need to chill with that. Oh, Get out of here. Anyway, this is what I have for the cobblestone generator. I think this is enough space. It's an automatic one. I'm gonna link it down with the rest of the farms in the description. This one's by Big Booty 17. And it's a pretty good farm, it looks like. So we're gonna get this thing set up here, and then we're gonna be able to move on to the auto smelter. All right, we're testing this. I think it's working. It's working. I mean, it's definitely destroying a little bit of the area, but yo, it works. It works. All right, let's turn this off really quick before I die. I mean, it definitely doesn't look the prettiest. We're gonna have to like clean this up a little bit. I mean, hey, this is unlimited cobblestone, and it works perfectly because we're gonna be building a auto smelter right above it, so we also get unlimited stone. We're gonna have to figure out a fuel situation later. Maybe later down the line in another episode we can make a infinite lava generator area. I don't know yet, but this works, and that's one check off the list of things that I need to do today. Once we got the cobblestone generator done, I decided to backtrack a little bit and build the auto smelter. And there it is. We have a working auto smelter, which is really good for us. It's going to really help us early game, especially in the starter area. I also really need to consider lighting this area up because there's a ton of mobs. But we'll do that later, and I think now it's time to move on to the moss farm. I was mapping out the area for the build, and I realized that we had a lot of chests scattered around the entire area here. So what did I do, you may ask? Boom! I added chests in the cobblestone generator. I just threw everything in here. It's a mess. We're gonna worry about that later. Right now, I just want to focus on gathering the rest of the materials I need for this moss farm build, and then build it. The only item I had to go out of my way to collect was some coral, so I destroyed an entire ecosystem, but it was worth it because this build is going to be pretty cool. That was honestly an eventful trip. I got a ton of stuff. Really just need this brain coral and also these horn corals for later in the video. The bee farm is where we're gonna end up utilizing those. But we got all the coral we need. Honestly, we grabbed a little more than we actually needed. I should also go to sleep. I've also been thinking that I'm really low on food. I've been having to like just find pigs or cows in the wild, and that's not gonna work for me very much longer. I'm gonna need a much more stable source of protein in the coming episodes. I also needed some smooth stone, so this is going to be the perfect time to test out our auto smelter. Anyway, if we put the stone here, and then the fuel in here, and then we turn that on, it should work, and it's lighting up, so that means it's working. And honestly, it's already done. That was literally like a minute. So we got all the smooth stone we need. I'm just really happy that I'm starting to build all of these now, so that when I'm going to build bigger projects later, which we will be doing, we're going to be able to do it a lot more efficiently. And we have all the materials we need now for this moss farm build, and it's going to have a water wheel. It's going to look really cool. I'm excited for it. The one thing I do want to point out is that we overshot the goal by 30 days. So I don't know who I thought I was finishing this in 50, but that did not happen. Anyway, let's get into the build. Just like that, the build is done. I even did some of the interior. I did this little crank system. I've been watching a lot of Mumbo Jumbo, and I felt inspired to try to make some of the interactable items, quote unquote, look like they're actually going to work. So I kind of made a machine for the water wheel here, just to kind of cycle the water and make it look like it's powered and stuff like that. I don't know. I think it looked pretty cool. Anyway, I need to go ahead and add the moss farm now. And I decided just to kind of tuck this underneath of the build because it's a little too big to put inside of the building. And the last step was connecting the moss farm to the auto sorter. It works. It's all auto sorting. This is wonderful. Usually I'm terrible at redstone, but it's working. Also, I am going to add some more details to the interior later. I just kind of want to leave it for right now. And I think we're going to do some additional storage up here too for some of the items because I feel like the auto sorter is going to fill up pretty quickly. Anyway, I think it's time to move on to the next build that we have planned. Back in episode 3, we established this bee farm because I do use a lot of copper, and today I just kind of wanted to move it over into the town and give it a nice build to be a part of. I really wanted this build to be identifiable from the outside, which is why I went with orange for the walls. It is a relatively simple build, but that's fitting for the rest of the starter town. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I absolutely love the way that this build looks. I really like the fact that I used orange wood here to kind of show that it is a bee farm. I still have to put the hives in. It's currently daytime, so if I put them in now, then the bees will pop out and escape, and we don't want that. But I do have the interior for this build done. I did do the interior, and then upstairs I don't have anything yet, but I'm probably just gonna do a little more storage and then a little bed and stuff. And moving on to some of the other builds that we have to take on this area, okay? So we have to cover this with grass, and then we also have to remove all of this stone and turn it into grass, because I want this place to look like it's like flourishing. You know, there's a lot of life here. But I am gonna have 2 more buildings, so I guess 4 more. There's a set of 3 buildings that I'm going to be placing here, and then a stable I'm going to be placing here, and that stable is going to house our horses. And we just recently got a new addition to the little pet family that we have going on here. This little guy, which you guys dropped a ton of awesome name recommendations, and I think we actually came up with the name. So as a kid, I would watch a lot of cartoons, and Gold, who is one of my longtime viewers over on the streams, suggested the name Grim from the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. And I gotta say, this is probably one of the best names I've seen. Mr. Grimm. What's up, dude? This is so clean. Oh my gosh. I also don't have a name for this donkey, so we're gonna need to fix that this episode. Please, somebody drop a name for this donkey, because we need to name this guy. Moving on to this area, we need to completely terraform it. So let's get into this. Dude, this place is really coming together, actually. And I know it kind of looks a little patchy right now. We're going to have stuff here covering most of this. That's why I left it. It doesn't make sense to fill it right now. And then we're even going to have like a little market down here. Ooh, I got to turn off the Lightmatica, the schematic for it. But we have a lot going on, but it's really starting to form together. I also have this little port, so in the future we can build ships and things like that, which I think will really tie the area together. I'm just overall really excited about this. I really like the way it's coming out so far. But I'm going to try to squeeze the last couple of builds in here. So we got to add the stable, the shrubs farm, I guess, or flower farms, whatever. And then we got to add the little market. So let's do that. And here we go, the last builds, dude. These are the last 2 builds. We have our stable here, which is going to house all of our horses. And then we also have this little 3 building build, which I really like the design of. This is going to house more smaller farms like bone meal flower farms and things like that. I even moved the mud farm in here as well. I haven't gotten to the interiors yet. I'm still trying to work out what farms I want to put in here. So I think as we play through the world, whenever we decide we need these farms, we're going to throw them here. The next area that I wanted to work on was this little market that I had in mind. So it's really just for decoration to kind of bring the town together. For the lore reasons, it's going to be responsible for exporting and trade throughout the entirety of my Minecraft world. So we got the market done. It's just, you know, 3 little tents here. I'm going to add some details and decorations and stuff later. I just wanted to get most of it done now. And I really like the way that it came out. I actually saw somebody make little lampposts using iron bars and the copper or the lightning rods with the lantern on the top. I think I'm going to struggle getting up here, so maybe I build up. And then we just put the, I think, copper here with the lantern. And then it gives off this really cool like light post effect. I really like that. So I'm just going to repeat that a few more times throughout the little market here. We detailed it up a little bit, and we have like a little honey exporter here because there is a honey farm. We have some sort of, I don't know, smelting area to signify that there's an auto smelter. I'm not sure really what this is supposed to be. Maybe like a fish shop. I have no idea. And then we have a blacksmith shop over here, which doesn't really show what we're exporting, but I guess it just shows the materials and stuff like that. So with that being said, I mean, those are like the major POIs done. I just have to add some custom trees and some other little details sprinkled in. And this project has definitely taken me so much longer than I thought it was going to. I mean, we're on day 572, well over 100 days after I initially started this project. And we're still not done. We still have quite a few things to do. One of those things being some pathways and some custom trees. I spent the next couple of in-game days just building up the area, adding some custom spruce trees, and I even added some custom birch trees. I don't know how to feel about these, but we're gonna go with them for now. Now that I'm done detailing the main town for the most part, I wanted to come up to the lumber mill and add some more custom trees and some fallen trees and tree piles just to make it look like the lumber mill is actually working. You wouldn't be here to buy some lumber, perchance? I don't think so. I don't think this guy actually has anything useful. Fortune 1 iron pickaxe would be an insane pull in the beginning of the game. That would have helped me out immensely. So just for that reason, you can't be here anymore. Oh, you killed your partner, bro. He just spit him to death. What the heck? This is the area that I've come up with. I still have a couple details to add. I don't want to spend too much more time on it today. So I think we're going to do a little bit of work on stream at some point. But I added some custom trees and I added just a bunch of lumber ready to be processed down in the town. And then we even have some fallen trees here. I'm going to build a crane here. I just quickly wanted to show you what I did with the banners and the surrounding area. So, and this is what I came up with for the banners. I really like it. I think it adds a lot of detail and a lot of character. So we just have lumber mill and then we have storage. This is where I'm going to be storing all of the lumber. Surprise, there's still no interior yet. Like I said, I think I'm going to be doing some work on stream because I have to come up with a way to make this look good. And also keep me safe. And then I still have to connect the moss, which I'll do later. But this is gonna be the storage. So I'm basically gonna have probably 3 chests with maybe a bubble elevator and an auto sorter just to sort off all the wood that we have. Anyway, I'm pretty happy with the way that this area came out. And now that we're starting to decorate everything, I think it's time to do some more decoration down in the town. I want to start over here at the stable, and to decorate it, I want to add a little wheat field around it. Honestly, I'm a big fan of this. I really like the little retaining wall here that I did with the wheat field. It's not too big, but it's big enough to where I'm not going to have to farm wheat for a while. I even added some connecting paths, which we're going to add maybe some stairs or slabs here just to make the transition a little easy. And then this is the spot where the guy's going to be living. So all in all, I like it a lot. I've got to say the place is looking absolutely fantastic. Everything's done, bro. It looks so good. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe how good this came out. I'm just using path blocks. I just really like the way that these look here. And then I use mud slabs as like the half slabs to get up. I connected everything. We even added like a little tent here with a little happy ghast. I don't know what this is for. Maybe it's just like a little pit stop for food or whatever. We got a well, some pots everywhere, the 3 houses. And then over here, I haven't done anything yet because like I said, I do plan on expanding this at some point. So we have some more room to build some buildings, actually quite a bit of room to build some buildings. Maybe we'll put future farms here. And I really like it. I do have to work on some of the interiors. I think we're going to do that periodically. I'm very happy with the way this came out. And then I was just thinking to myself, before we end the episode, we need to move Grim and some of the other animals as well. So I'm gonna need to get these guys moved all the way over to the stable. So we have 4 animals, 2 horses and 2 donkeys. I don't know if the other donkey has a name. Yeah, so we have 2 donkeys. I need 2 names, guys. 2 names for these guys. I actually don't have a pathway set up for this area yet, so I still need to do that. And then I also want to add some trees. We need to add some custom trees. The custom trees make this area look so much better. We got these guys in their permanent homes. I'm also gonna maybe just add some leads here and here, but we got the horses in the stables, so now there's actually a reason for us to have a wheat field here. Anyway, I have a lot of copper waxing to do, including the roof. This is a project we started on episode 3, and it looks like most of it's fully oxidized. So I was trying to go for a copper oxidization gradient, and we're almost able to do it. So I have a lot of copper waxing to do. In the meantime, thank you guys for watching so much. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know there was a lot crammed into this little video, but definitely let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comments. And I expect big things coming up for this world very soon, okay? So subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.